Have you ever felt like life is slipping out of your control, as if no matter how hard you try, there's always something pulling you in the opposite direction? Maybe it's the relentless pace of daily responsibilities or the overwhelming pressure to meet expectations, whether from society, family, or yourself. Sometimes it feels like there's no time to pause and breathe, let alone find the strength to take charge. You're not alone in feeling this way. Many people struggle with the idea of mastering their lives, and the truth is, it's not because they lack talent or desire. It's because they've never been taught how to conquer the very things that keep them stuck. But here's the good news. You can change that, right now. Every person has the potential to rise above the challenges they face, to live with intention, and to achieve a deep sense of fulfillment. The key to this transformation isn't hidden in some distant land, nor is it reserved for a select few. It lies within you, waiting to be unlocked. You've faced difficult moments in the past, moments when it seemed like the odds were stacked against you. Yet, here you are, standing strong. That strength is proof that you already have what it takes to not only survive, but thrive. Think about the times when you felt you couldn't move forward, but somehow you did. That resilience, that drive, it's still there. All it needs is direction, and you can turn your life around in ways you never thought possible. Taking control of your life isn't about perfection. It's not about being flawless or making all the right moves at the right time. It's about understanding that every small step matters, that every setback can be turned into a lesson, and that each challenge you encounter is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This journey is not about controlling every aspect of life, but learning how to navigate through it with grace and purpose. Too often, we let fear and doubt paralyze us. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These emotions can be suffocating, keeping you trapped in a cycle of inaction. But what if, instead of avoiding fear, you faced it head-on? What if the very things you're most afraid of are the things that will propel you forward? The moment you stop letting fear control your decisions, you begin to unlock the door to real freedom. Freedom to pursue your passions, to take risks, and to live a life true to yourself. You might wonder, how do you begin to conquer something as complex and unpredictable as life itself? The answer lies in simplicity. Life isn't about having all the answers. It's about learning to ask the right questions. It's about focusing on what truly matters, letting go of what doesn't serve you, and staying grounded in the present moment. Too often, we chase after things that only bring temporary satisfaction, status, material wealth, external validation. But deep down, you know these things don't lead to lasting happiness. What truly fulfills you is the sense of purpose, inner peace, and the knowledge that you are living authentically. This is where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism comes into play. Stoicism isn't just an abstract philosophy meant for scholars. It's a practical, actionable guide that has stood the test of time, helping countless individuals face life's trials with courage and clarity. Its principles are simple but profound. Focus on what you can control, let go of what you can't, and always act with integrity. These teachings offer a path to mental freedom, emotional strength, and a life that aligns with your deepest values. When you apply these principles, something incredible happens. You start to see obstacles differently. Instead of viewing challenges as roadblocks, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth. Adversity becomes a tool for self-improvement. The hardships you encounter no longer feel like burdens, but steps toward becoming the best version of yourself. This shift in mindset is transformative. It changes not only how you approach problems, but how you approach life as a whole. One of the most important lessons you'll learn is the power of choice. Every day you are faced with decisions, some small, some life-altering. While you may not always have control over the circumstances you find yourself in, you always have control over how you respond. This power of choice gives you freedom, but it also comes with responsibility. It means accepting that the life you lead is a direct result of the decisions you make, and with that knowledge comes the incredible opportunity to choose differently, to choose better. But let's be honest, taking control isn't easy. It requires effort, discipline, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself. It means admitting when you've fallen short and committing to doing better. It's about waking up each day with a sense of purpose and choosing, even when it's hard, to move forward. There will be moments of doubt. There will be times when you feel like giving up. But every time you push through those moments, you grow stronger. Every time you choose courage over comfort, you inch closer to conquering your life. Think about the people you admire most. They didn't get to where they are by avoiding challenges. They got there by embracing them. They faced failure, disappointment, and fear just like you. The difference is, they refused to let those things define them. They understood that life's greatest rewards often come from its greatest trials. The same is true for you. You don't have to settle for a life of mediocrity. You don't have to live at the mercy of circumstances, other people's opinions, or your own self-doubt. You have the power to design a life that reflects your values, your dreams, and your potential. It starts with the decision to take control, and from there, it's about building the habits, mindset, and resilience necessary to keep moving forward. Success, fulfillment, and happiness aren't distant dreams reserved for the lucky few. They are attainable for anyone willing to put in the work. Every step you take toward mastering your mind, setting clear goals, and embracing adversity brings you closer to living the life you've always wanted. And the best part, you don't have to do it alone. The wisdom of Stoicism, combined with practical steps, will guide you every step of the way. So, as you begin this journey, remember that the power to conquer your life is already within you. It's in every choice you make, every challenge you face, and every opportunity you seize. It's in the moments when you decide to keep going, even when it feels impossible. This journey isn't just about overcoming obstacles. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. Now is the time to step into your power. Now is the time to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it. Life won't wait, but you don't have to either. You have everything you need to take control and create a life of purpose, passion, and peace. Are you ready to conquer your life? Let's get started. As you stand on the edge of your life's potential, you might feel a tug deep within, a yearning to break free from the patterns that have held you back. There's a quiet voice inside, urging you to reclaim your power, to rise above the noise and live with purpose. This voice isn't loud, but it's persistent, reminding you that true change begins with understanding how to navigate the storms life throws at you. The ancient Stoic philosophers knew this well. Their timeless wisdom offers you a path, not just to survive, but to thrive. It's time to step forward and embrace the principles that will shape your future. At the heart of Stoicism is a powerful truth. You are not at the mercy of circumstances. The external world may be chaotic, full of unpredictable twists and turns, but your inner world is yours to control. By mastering your reactions, you can face any situation with strength and clarity. Life's challenges don't need to overwhelm you. They can become stepping stones toward your growth. The Stoics teach that peace and power come from within, from focusing on what you can control and letting go of the rest. This shift in perspective is the foundation for conquering your life. Every thought you allow into your mind shapes your reality. If you fill your head with doubts, fears, and distractions, those will be the forces guiding your actions. However, when you learn to cultivate thoughts of purpose, discipline and calm, you begin to see the world through a lens of opportunity rather than adversity. The Stoics believed that by training the mind, you train your entire life. They teach that your thoughts are the first step toward mastery. If you want to change your life, start with the thoughts you feed your mind every day. Emotions can be powerful forces. Sometimes they inspire action, other times they lead us into destructive patterns. But Stoicism shows us that emotions don't have to control our lives. You have the ability to feel deeply without being swept away. By acknowledging your emotions without letting them dictate your choices, you maintain clarity even in the most challenging moments. The strength of Stoicism lies in emotional resilience, the ability to feel but not fall apart. This is not about being cold or detached. It's about being in control of your emotional reactions, making sure they serve your purpose rather than sabotage it. One of the most empowering aspects of Stoicism is the practice of turning adversity into opportunity. Life's obstacles can either break you or build you, and the Stoics teach that the choice is yours. Every setback carries within it the seed of growth, if only you are willing to see it. When difficulties arise, instead of shrinking away, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? In every failure, there is wisdom. In every challenge, there is strength. By reframing adversity, you transform it from a burden into a catalyst for personal development. Clarity of purpose is essential to conquering your life. Without a clear direction, you can easily be swayed by distractions, doubts, and the opinions of others. But when you know what you want, when you have a vision that drives you, everything becomes more focused. The Stoics teach the importance of defining your purpose with precision and breaking it down into achievable steps. Purpose acts as your guiding star, leading you through the dark times and keeping you on track when the world tries to pull you in 100 different directions. Discipline is the fuel that keeps the engine of your life moving forward. Without it, even the best-laid plans will crumble. The Stoics believed that daily discipline, even in the smallest actions, is what separates those who succeed from those who merely dream. Discipline is not about grand gestures, but about consistent effort. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Over time, these small acts of discipline compound, creating momentum that propels you toward your goals. Life can be overwhelming when you try to control everything, but Stoicism teaches a vital lesson. Focus only on what you can control and release the rest. This simple principle can bring immense peace and power into your life. When you stop wasting energy on things beyond your control, other people's actions, external circumstances, or random events, you free up mental space to focus on what truly matters. This shift in focus not only reduces stress, but also allows you to direct your efforts toward areas where you can actually make a difference. Confidence isn't something that some people are born with while others are not. It's something that can be built, nurtured, and strengthened over time. The Stoics understood that true confidence comes from trusting yourself, your decisions, your abilities, and your resilience. When you cultivate self-trust, you stop seeking approval from others and start believing in your own capacity to handle whatever life throws at you. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's the quiet assurance that no matter what happens, you will find a way forward. Living with integrity means aligning your actions with your core values. It's about staying true to yourself, even when it's difficult. Stoicism teaches that the path to true success isn't through shortcuts or compromising your principles, but through living authentically and with purpose. When your actions reflect your values, you build a life that is not only successful, but meaningful. This alignment creates a deep sense of fulfillment that no external achievement can provide. Fear is a natural part of life, but it doesn't have to dictate your actions. The Stoics understood that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Facing your fears head-on builds strength and resilience. Each time you confront what scares you, you chip away at the power it holds over you. Fear loses its grip when you refuse to let it stop you. Instead of running from your fears, the Stoics challenge you to face them and use them as fuel for your growth. Reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. Regular self-reflection allows you to assess your progress, learn from your experiences, and adjust your course as needed. It's not enough to set goals and move forward blindly. You must take time to look back, understand what worked, and identify what needs improvement. Reflection keeps you grounded, aware, and continuously evolving. It's through this process that you ensure you are not just busy, but productive, not just moving, but moving in the right direction. Strengthening your emotional resilience means developing the ability to stay calm and composed, even in the midst of chaos. Life will inevitably throw unexpected challenges your way, but with emotional resilience, you can handle them with grace. This isn't about suppressing your emotions, but about managing them in a way that serves you. When the world around you is turbulent, your inner world remains steady. This resilience allows you to make clear, thoughtful decisions in moments when others may falter. Gratitude is a powerful practice that the Stoics emphasized for cultivating contentment and inner peace. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Gratitude allows you to appreciate life's simple joys and reduces the constant desire for more. It's a reminder that happiness doesn't come from external circumstances, but from within. The more you practice gratitude, the more you realize that you have everything you need to live a fulfilling life. The journey toward conquering your life is not a straight path. It is filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. But with the principles of Stoicism as your guide, you can navigate this journey with confidence and clarity. Each step you take, each challenge you face, is a part of your growth. By embracing Stoic wisdom, you will find that life's obstacles are not walls, but doors. Doors that lead you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. As you move forward, remember that change doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience, persistence, and a deep commitment to your growth. The Stoics remind us that life is a process, not a destination. There will be moments when you stumble, when doubt creeps in, and when you question whether you are on the right path. But these moments are not setbacks. They are opportunities to reaffirm your commitment to your goals. Your ability to conquer your life lies in your hands. The external world will always be full of uncertainties, but your inner world can be a place of strength, clarity, and peace. The more you practice these Stoic principles, the more you will find that life becomes less about what happens to you and more about how you choose to respond. In this way, you gain the ultimate freedom, the freedom to live life on your own terms. As you continue to apply these principles, you will notice a shift in how you approach challenges. What once seemed overwhelming will start to feel manageable. What once triggered fear will now inspire action. The more you grow, the more you will realize that the power to shape your life has always been within you. The Stoics believed that true power comes from self-mastery, and through this journey, you will come to understand the truth of that belief. The path you are on is not easy, but it is worth it. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. Each setback is a lesson in resilience. The Stoics teach that nothing in life is wasted. Not your failures, not your struggles, not your pain. Everything has the potential to contribute to your growth, if only you are willing to see it that way. By embracing this mindset, you unlock the ability to conquer any obstacle, no matter how insurmountable it may seem. The core of Stoicism is the understanding that life is not about what happens to us, but how we choose to respond. This principle is both empowering and liberating. It means that no matter what life throws at you, you have the power to decide your reaction. You can choose to let adversity defeat you, or you can choose to rise above it. You can choose to live in fear, or you can choose to live with courage. Through this journey, you will come to see that conquering your life is not about external achievements or the accumulation of wealth or status. It is about mastering yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. It is about living with purpose, discipline, and integrity. It is about creating a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. This is the true essence of Stoic wisdom. And so, as you continue on this path, know that the journey never truly ends. There is always more to learn, more to grow, and more to discover. But with the principles of Stoicism as your foundation, you will find that each step forward brings you closer to a life of fulfillment, purpose, and true success. As you take your first steps into mastering life, you begin to realize that the foundation for all your actions, your successes, and your failures starts in one place: your mind. Everything flows from how you think, perceive, and respond to the world around you. The true essence of conquering life begins with conquering your own thoughts and emotions. Mental strength isn't just a trait some are born with. It's something you can build and refine step by step, just as the Stoics did. Mastering your mind is the key to unlocking your full potential. The mind is a powerful force, but left unchecked, it can be your greatest obstacle. How many times have you let negative thoughts spiral into self-doubt? How often have fleeting emotions derailed your plans or clouded your judgment? The Stoics teach us that while we cannot control the external world, we can control how we think about it. By training your mind to remain steady in the face of life's storms, you gain the ability to navigate challenges with calm and clarity. This isn't about denying emotions or pushing them away. It's about learning to manage them effectively. Developing mental strength starts with awareness. The Stoics emphasize the importance of paying close attention to your thoughts. Your mind is constantly producing ideas, judgments, and assumptions, but not all of them are true or helpful. To build a resilient mind, you must learn to observe your thoughts without getting swept away by them. When a thought arises, ask yourself, does this serve me? Does this help me move forward? By questioning your thoughts, you gain control over which ones you allow to influence your actions. One of the greatest challenges in building mental strength is learning to control your emotions. Emotions are a natural part of life, but they can often feel overwhelming. The Stoics taught that emotions themselves are not the problem. It's how we react to them that matters. When you feel anger, fear, or frustration rising within you, pause. Take a moment to breathe and allow the emotion to settle before responding. This small pause can be the difference between reacting impulsively and responding thoughtfully. Resilience is a cornerstone of mental strength. It's not about avoiding hardship, it's about bouncing back from it. Life will test you, there's no doubt about that. But the more you train your mind to view challenges as opportunities for growth, the stronger you become. Each obstacle you face is a chance to prove to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. This shift in perspective transforms setbacks into stepping stones towards success. Daily practices are essential for building mental toughness. Just like physical exercise strengthens your body, mental exercises strengthen your mind. Start each day by setting a clear intention. What do you want to accomplish? How do you want to feel? By focusing your mind at the start of the day, you set the tone for everything that follows. This practice helps you stay grounded and reduces the likelihood of being thrown off course by unexpected events. Controlling your mind means learning to focus on the present moment. Too often, we get lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. robbing us of the ability to fully engage with the present. The Stoics believed that the present moment is all we truly have, and by focusing on it, we free ourselves from unnecessary anxiety. When you train your mind to be fully present, you experience life more vividly, make clearer decisions, and reduce stress. Mental toughness also involves learning to let go of what you can't control. There will always be things outside your influence, other people's actions, random events, and outcomes you didn't expect. The Stoics teach us that trying to control the uncontrollable only leads to frustration. Instead, focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude. By narrowing your focus to these areas, you gain a sense of empowerment and peace. Another key to building mental strength is persistence. Success rarely comes from one grand effort. It comes from consistent, steady action over time. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when the path ahead seems too difficult. But mental strength means pushing through those moments, knowing that every small step forward brings you closer to your goal. The Stoics remind us that perseverance is not just about enduring hardship, it's about finding meaning in the struggle. Patience is an often overlooked aspect of mental strength. In a world that moves fast, where instant gratification is the norm, learning to be patient is a powerful skill. The Stoics teach that good things take time, and rushing the process only leads to mistakes and frustration. Whether you're working toward a goal or navigating a difficult situation, patience allows you to stay calm and focused, trusting that the right outcome will unfold in its own time. Self-discipline is another crucial element of mastering your mind. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. The Stoics believed that discipline is the key to freedom. When you are disciplined, you are no longer a slave to your impulses or whims. You act with purpose and intention, consistently making choices that align with your values and goals. This self-mastery is what allows you to create the life you truly want. One of the greatest challenges to mental strength is self-doubt. That nagging voice that tells you you're not good enough, that you can't succeed. But the Stoics remind us that self-doubt is just a thought, and like any thought, it can be challenged and changed. When self-doubt creeps in, confront it. Remind yourself of your past successes, of the obstacles you've already overcome. With each victory, no matter how small, you build evidence that you are capable of more than you think. Mental strength also means being adaptable. Life rarely goes according to plan, and those who thrive are the ones who can adjust and adapt to new circumstances. The Stoics teach that flexibility is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. When you encounter unexpected challenges, instead of resisting them, ask yourself how you can adjust your approach. Adaptation allows you to stay in control even when everything around you is changing. Another important aspect of mental strength is setting boundaries, both with others and with yourself. You can't control other people's actions, but you can control how much you let them affect you. Mental toughness involves recognizing when to say no, when to walk away, and when to protect your own peace of mind. It's not about building walls, it's about creating healthy boundaries that allow you to focus on what matters most. Mental clarity is essential for making good decisions. When your mind is cluttered with distractions, worries, and conflicting thoughts, it's hard to think clearly. The Stoics teach that a calm mind is a powerful mind. Take time each day to clear your mental space, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. When your mind is clear, you can see things as they are, not as you fear them to be, and make decisions from a place of wisdom and strength. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for mental resilience. Holding on to grudges and past hurts weighs down the mind and drains your energy. The The Stoics believed that forgiveness is not about excusing the actions of others, but about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. When you forgive, you let go of the past and make room for growth and peace in your present and future. This act of letting go is not for the other person, it's for you. Mental strength also involves practicing gratitude. It's easy to focus on what's going wrong, on what you don't have or haven't achieved yet. But gratitude shifts your focus to what's going right, to the things you already have that bring joy and meaning to your life. The Stoics remind us that happiness is not found in wanting more, but in appreciating what we already have. Practicing gratitude daily strengthens your mind by keeping you grounded in positivity. Learning to silence the inner critic is another important aspect of mental strength. We are often our own harshest critics, judging ourselves for every mistake or perceived failure. But the Stoics teach that self-compassion is just as important as self-discipline. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a close friend. This doesn't mean letting yourself off the hook for poor decisions, but it does mean recognizing that growth is a process, and mistakes are part of that process. A strong mind knows how to rest. In our pursuit of mental toughness, it's easy to fall into the trap of constant action, thinking that rest is a sign of weakness. But rest is essential for renewal. The Stoics understood that the mind, like the body, needs time to recover and recharge. When you rest, you allow your mind to process what it's learned, to gain new perspectives, and to come back even stronger. Mental strength is not about pushing yourself to the brink. It's about knowing when to step back and recharge. Another aspect of mastering your mind is learning to stay focused amidst distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, constantly pulling your attention in different directions. Mental strength means developing the ability to stay focused on what truly matters, blocking out the noise and staying committed to your goals. This focus allows you to make consistent progress, even when the world around you feels chaotic. To build mental strength, it's important to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. The Stoics believed that the people you spend the most time with influence your mindset, for better or for worse. Seek out those who encourage growth, challenge you to be your best, and support your journey towards self-mastery. Their energy and perspective will help you stay on track, even when things get tough. Mental strength also involves humility. It's about recognizing that no matter how much you grow or achieve, there is always more to learn. The Stoics taught that arrogance is a weakness, not a strength. True mental toughness comes from the willingness to admit when you're wrong, to learn from your mistakes, and to seek out wisdom from others. Humility opens the door to growth and keeps you grounded in reality. Self-awareness is another key component of mastering your mind. The more you understand yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, triggers, and patterns, the more control you have over your thoughts and actions. The Stoics believed in regular self-reflection as a way to gain deeper insight into their own minds. By taking the time to reflect on your actions and thoughts, you become more aware of what drives you and can make better choices moving forward. Lastly, mastering your mind means accepting responsibility for your life. The Stoics teach that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you are always responsible for how you respond. This sense of ownership empowers you to take control of your destiny, to stop blaming external circumstances, and to start creating the life you want. Mental strength is not about waiting for life to get easier. It's about becoming stronger so you can handle whatever comes your way. In mastering your mind, you unlock the ability to conquer life's challenges with grace and resilience. You develop the strength to face difficulties head-on, the wisdom to make thoughtful decisions, and the clarity to stay focused on what truly matters. This mental toughness is the foundation for living a life of purpose, success, and fulfillment. Now that you've taken steps toward mastering your mind and building mental strength, it's time to channel that newfound clarity into action. The power of a strong mind lies not only in staying calm amidst chaos, but also in knowing where you're headed. Life without purpose is like sailing without a destination. To truly conquer your life, you must set clear goals that align with your values, ambitions, and the person you strive to become. Stoic discipline provides a framework to help you focus on what matters most, guiding your actions with purpose and intention. Goals give your life direction. Without them, it's easy to get lost in the endless distractions and demands of everyday life. Setting clear goals brings focus and clarity to your actions. It forces you to think deeply about what you truly want to achieve and why. When your goals are aligned with your purpose, each step you take becomes more meaningful. The Stoics emphasized the importance of understanding your purpose and using that knowledge to guide your decisions. Clarity is the foundation of all progress. A clear goal is not just a vague wish or desire. It's specific, measurable, and rooted in reality. Many people set goals that are too broad or unrealistic, which only leads to frustration when they don't see immediate results. The Stoics understood that true progress requires patience and precision. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," you define what success means to you in practical terms. Break it down into smaller, actionable steps that you can work toward every day. Discipline is the bridge between setting a goal and achieving it. It's not enough to set a goal. You must have the discipline to follow through. The Stoics believed that discipline was essential for living a meaningful life. It's about showing up day after day, even when the excitement wears off, even when progress seems slow. Discipline keeps you focused on the long term, helping you resist the temptation to give up or get distracted by short-term pleasures. Breaking down your goals into achievable steps is crucial for maintaining momentum. When a goal feels too big or overwhelming, it's easy to feel paralyzed, but by breaking it down into smaller, manageable tasks, you make progress tangible. The Stoics believed in focusing on the present moment, on what you can do right now, today, to move forward. This practice keeps you grounded and prevents you from feeling overwhelmed by the larger picture. Progress is often incremental, and that's okay. The Stoics taught that true success comes from steady, consistent effort over time. It's not about making giant leaps, but about taking small steps in the right direction, day after day. Each action you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. This mindset not only builds confidence, but also helps you stay patient during the process. When setting goals, it's important to ensure that they align with your values. The Stoics believed that living with integrity was the key to a fulfilling life. If your goals are in conflict with your core values, you may achieve external success, but feel empty inside. Take the time to reflect on what matters most to you and make sure that your goals reflect those priorities. When your goals are rooted in your values, they become a source of motivation and meaning. Focus is essential for achieving any goal. The Stoics were masters of focus, teaching that distractions are the enemy of progress. In today's world, it's easy to get sidetracked by the constant noise and demands of daily life. But if you want to achieve your goals, you must learn to block out distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. This requires discipline and self-awareness. Know what pulls you away from your purpose and take steps to minimize those distractions. Achieving your goals requires resilience. There will be setbacks along the way, moments when things don't go as planned, when progress seems to stall. The Stoics believed that adversity was a natural part of life and that it could be used as a tool for growth. When you encounter obstacles, instead of seeing them as failures, View them as opportunities to learn and adapt. Each setback is a chance to refine your approach and strengthen your resolve. Clarity of purpose makes it easier to stay motivated during difficult times. When you know why you're working toward a goal, it becomes easier to push through challenges. The Stoics believed that purpose gives life meaning and direction. When your goals are connected to a deeper purpose, you're more likely to persevere when things get tough. Purpose provides the why behind your actions, making it easier to stay committed in the face of adversity. Patience is a key element of achieving long-term goals. The Stoics understood that good things take time and that rushing the process often leads to mistakes. Patience allows you to stay calm and focused, trusting that progress will come if you remain consistent. It's about understanding that the journey is just as important as the destination. Patience keeps you from getting discouraged when progress is slow and helps you maintain a steady pace toward your goal. Accountability is another important factor in achieving your goals. The Stoics believed in holding themselves accountable for their actions and decisions. When you set a goal, make a commitment to yourself to follow through. Share your goals with someone you trust, someone who will encourage you to stay on track and hold you accountable for your progress. Accountability helps you stay committed even when motivation wanes. Reflecting on your progress is essential for staying on course. The Stoics practiced regular self-reflection, using it as a tool to evaluate their actions and decisions. Take time each week to reflect on your progress toward your goals. What's working? What needs to be adjusted? This practice of reflection helps you stay aware of your progress and make any necessary changes to stay on track. It's important to celebrate small victories along the way. The Stoics taught that while the end goal is important, the journey is where true growth happens. Each milestone, no matter how small, is a step forward. Celebrate these moments, acknowledge your progress, and use them as fuel to keep going. Celebrating small victories helps you stay motivated and reminds you that you're moving in the right direction. Distractions and setbacks are inevitable, but mental resilience helps you stay focused on your goals. The Stoics understood that external events are often beyond your control, but how you respond to them is entirely up to you. When distractions or setbacks arise, remind yourself of your purpose and return to the steps that will move you forward. Resilience allows you to navigate challenges without losing sight of your goals. Consistency is key to achieving any goal. The Stoics believed that success comes from doing the right things day after day, even when it feels tedious or repetitive. It's easy to start strong, but maintaining that momentum requires discipline and commitment. Consistency builds habits, and habits lead to lasting results. By staying consistent in your efforts, you create a solid foundation for achieving your goals. Flexibility is also important when working toward your goals. The Stoics understood that life is unpredictable and sometimes your path may need to change. Flexibility allows you to adapt to new circumstances without losing sight of your ultimate goal. If something isn't working, be willing to adjust your approach. Flexibility doesn't mean abandoning your goals. It means being open to new ways of achieving them. Self-discipline is at the core of Stoic philosophy, and it plays a crucial role in achieving your goals. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward, even when motivation fades. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it's difficult. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from discipline, because when you are disciplined, you are no longer controlled by your impulses or distractions. Self-discipline gives you the strength to stay focused and committed. Resisting the temptation to give up is a key part of goal setting. The Stoics believed that true success requires perseverance, especially when things get tough. It's easy to feel discouraged when progress is slow or when obstacles arise, but giving up guarantees failure. Instead of quitting, Take a step back, reevaluate your approach, and keep moving forward. Each time you resist the temptation to quit, you build resilience and strengthen your commitment to your goals. Building momentum is important for achieving your goals. Once you've taken the first step, each subsequent action becomes a little easier. The Stoics believed in taking consistent, purposeful action every day. As you build momentum, you create a sense of progress that fuels your motivation. Momentum keeps you moving forward, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. It's important to stay adaptable as you work toward your goals. The Stoics understood that life is full of unexpected changes, and the ability to adapt is crucial for success. Flexibility allows you to adjust your course without losing sight of your destination. When you encounter new challenges or opportunities, be willing to change your approach while staying focused on the larger goal. Self-awareness is essential for achieving your goals. The Stoics practiced regular self-reflection as a way to stay aware of their progress and make adjustments when needed. Self-awareness helps you understand your strengths, weaknesses, and tendencies. It allows you to identify what's working and what's not, so you can make informed decisions as you move forward. The more self-aware you are, the better equipped you are to stay on track and achieve your goals. Staying focused on the present moment is key to making consistent progress. The Stoics believed that the present moment is all we truly have, and by focusing on it, we free ourselves from unnecessary worry about the past or future. When you stay focused on the present, you can fully engage with the task at hand, making each action more effective. This practice keeps you grounded and helps you stay committed to your goals. Recognizing that setbacks are part of the journey is crucial for maintaining motivation. The Stoics taught that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities to learn and grow. When things don't go as planned, take the time to reflect on what went wrong and what you can do differently moving forward. This mindset allows you to stay resilient in the face of challenges and keep moving forward with confidence. Long-term goals require patience and persistence. The Stoics understood that success rarely comes overnight and that lasting change takes time. Patience allows you to stay committed even when progress feels slow. Persistence keeps you moving forward even when obstacles arise. Together, these qualities help you stay focused on your goals and maintain the discipline needed to achieve them. Self-motivation is a critical factor in achieving your goals. The Stoics believed that motivation comes from within and that external validation or rewards are fleeting. To stay motivated, connect your goals to your deeper values and purpose. When your goals are aligned with what truly matters to you, motivation becomes a natural byproduct of your commitment. This internal drive keeps you going, even when external circumstances are difficult. Creating a plan is essential for achieving your goals. The Stoics believed in taking a thoughtful, strategic approach to life. A clear plan outlines the steps you need to take and helps you stay focused on the most important tasks. Without a plan, it's easy to get lost in the day-to-day and lose sight of your larger goals. A plan provides structure and clarity, allowing you to make consistent progress. Adjusting your approach when necessary is a key part of the goal-setting process. The Stoics understood that life is unpredictable, and sometimes your path may need to change. Flexibility allows you to adapt to new circumstances without losing sight of your ultimate goal. If something isn't working, be willing to adjust your approach. Flexibility doesn't mean abandoning your goals. It means being open to new ways of achieving them. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can make a big difference in achieving your goals. The Stoics believed in the power of community and the importance of seeking out positive influences. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, challenge you to grow, and support your efforts. Their energy and perspective can help you stay motivated and focused on your goals, even when things get tough. Learning from failure is an essential part of achieving your goals. The Stoics believed that failure is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced as a valuable teacher. When you encounter setbacks or failures, take the time to reflect on what went wrong and what you can learn from the experience. This mindset allows you to grow stronger with each failure and stay committed to your goals. Ultimately, achieving your goals requires a combination of discipline, focus, patience, and resilience. The Stoics provide a powerful framework for setting clear, purpose-driven goals and staying committed to them, even in the face of challenges. By applying Stoic principles, you can break down your ambitions into achievable steps and stay focused until you reach them. The journey may not always be easy, but with perseverance and a clear sense of purpose, you can achieve your goals and live a life of meaning and fulfillment. As you pursue your goals with discipline and focus, there will inevitably be moments when obstacles arise, challenges that seem insurmountable, setbacks that shake your resolve. It's in these moments that your true strength is revealed. Life is not a smooth path, and adversity is something that no one can escape. But here lies the secret. Adversity, when approached with the right mindset, becomes a powerful tool for growth. The Stoics teach that every obstacle is an opportunity, not a roadblock. It's time to shift how you view the challenges in your life and learn to embrace them as stepping stones to your next level of success. Challenges have a way of testing us, showing us who we are at our core. It's easy to stay focused and disciplined when everything is going smoothly, but it's when adversity strikes that your commitment is truly tested. The Stoics believed that adversity is not something to be feared, but something to be welcomed. They saw obstacles as a natural part of life, an essential part of the process of becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient. By embracing challenges instead of resisting them, you open yourself to growth. The first step in turning obstacles into opportunities is changing how you think about them. Most people see challenges as threats, as something that gets in the way of their progress. But what if, instead, you viewed every obstacle as an opportunity to learn something new, to develop a skill you didn't have before, or to strengthen a part of yourself that needed growth? The Stoics believed that it's not the obstacle itself that matters, but how you respond to it. Your mindset determines whether a challenge breaks you or builds you. When adversity strikes, it's natural to feel frustration or fear. But the Stoics teach that these emotions don't have to control you. Instead of letting fear or frustration dictate your actions, take a step back and observe the situation calmly. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this challenge help me grow? By focusing on the opportunity within the adversity, you shift your perspective from one of resistance to one of acceptance and empowerment. Adversity often reveals strengths you didn't know you had. It's in the toughest moments that you discover what you're truly capable of. The Stoics believed that hardship is a necessary part of growth because it forces you out of your comfort zone. When you're comfortable, you're not growing. But when you're faced with a challenge, you're pushed to dig deeper, to find solutions, to adapt, and to overcome. Each time you rise to the challenge, you become stronger. One of the greatest gifts of adversity is resilience. Every time you face a challenge and refuse to give up, you build resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop through experience. The more challenges you face, the more resilient you become. And the more resilient you are, the more prepared you are to handle whatever life throws at you. The Stoics taught that adversity helps you develop courage. It takes courage to face a challenge head-on, especially when the outcome is uncertain. But courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to act despite fear. When you confront your challenges with courage, you not only move closer to your goals, but you also strengthen your character. Each act of courage makes you bolder and more confident in your ability to handle future obstacles. Failure is often seen as something to avoid at all costs, but the Stoics viewed failure as a valuable teacher. Failure shows you what doesn't work, and it gives you the opportunity to refine your approach. When you embrace failure as part of the learning process, you remove its power to discourage you. Instead of seeing failure as the end of the road, see it as a necessary part of the journey towards success. Every failure brings you one step closer to figuring out what works. Another important lesson from adversity is adaptability. Life rarely goes according to plan, and the Stoics believed that flexibility is key to thriving in an unpredictable world. When a challenge arises, it's tempting to cling to your original plan, but sometimes adaptation is the smarter choice. Adapting doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means being willing to adjust your approach when necessary. Flexibility allows you to navigate obstacles without losing sight of your ultimate destination. Adversity also teaches you humility. The Stoics believed that humility is an essential virtue because it reminds you that you don't have all the answers and that life is bigger than your individual experience. When you face a challenge, it humbles you by showing you your limitations. But humility isn't about feeling small. It's about recognizing that there is always more to learn. This humility opens the door to growth because it keeps you open to new perspectives and solutions. When you embrace adversity, you develop problem-solving skills. Every challenge you face requires you to think creatively, to find solutions that you might not have considered before. The more you engage with obstacles, the sharper your problem-solving abilities become. This skill not only helps you overcome challenges in the moment, but also prepares you for future difficulties. You become more resourceful, more innovative, and more confident in your ability to handle complex situations. Another benefit of adversity is that it helps you clarify your priorities. When everything is going well, it's easy to get caught up in distractions. But when a serious challenge arises, it forces you to focus on what truly matters. Adversity strips away the non-essential and brings clarity to your life. You begin to see which goals are worth pursuing and which are simply distractions. This clarity helps you realign your efforts with your true purpose. Adversity also builds mental toughness. The Stoics believed that mental strength comes from enduring hardships and persevering in the face of difficulty. Each challenge you overcome adds to your mental toughness, making you more capable of handling future challenges. Mental toughness is not about suppressing your emotions or ignoring pain. It's about acknowledging the difficulty and choosing to move forward anyway. This strength is what allows you to keep going, even when the road ahead seems impossible. Facing challenges also strengthens your emotional resilience. The Stoics taught that while you can't control your emotions, you can control how you respond to them. When adversity triggers feelings of fear, anger, or frustration, emotional resilience allows you to acknowledge those feelings without letting them take over. You develop the ability to stay calm and composed in difficult situations, which not only helps you think more clearly, but also prevents you from making impulsive decisions that could set you back. Adversity helps you cultivate patience. When things don't go according to plan, it's easy to get frustrated and want immediate results. But the Stoics believed that patience is a key virtue in overcoming challenges. Patience allows you to stay committed to your goals, even when progress is slow or setbacks occur. It teaches you to trust the process and understand that growth takes time. With patience, you can endure the waiting periods and keep working toward your goals without losing faith. Another gift of adversity is that it helps you develop persistence. The Stoics believed that persistence is essential for success because it's what keeps you moving forward, even when the odds are against you. Persistence means refusing to give up, no matter how difficult the challenge may seem. Each time you persist in the face of adversity, you strengthen your resolve and deepen your commitment to your goals. Persistence turns obstacles into fuel for your journey. Adversity also sharpens your self-awareness. When you face a challenge, it forces you to confront your strengths and weaknesses. You learn more about yourself, how you react under pressure, what triggers your frustration, and where your limits lie. This self-awareness is invaluable because it helps you understand where you need to grow and what strategies work best for you. The more self-aware you become, the better equipped you are to handle future challenges. Adversity can also deepen your relationships with others. When you go through difficult times, you often rely on the support of those around you. This shared experience of overcoming challenges together can strengthen your bonds and create deeper connections. The Stoics valued community and believed that adversity provides an opportunity to grow closer to others, to give and receive support, and to learn from one another. Challenges can be a powerful force for building meaningful relationships. When you embrace adversity, you also develop gratitude. It might seem counterintuitive, but the Stoics believed that hardship can make you more appreciative of what you have. When you overcome a challenge, you begin to see the value in the things you once took for granted. Adversity helps you recognize the strength and resources you already possess, and it reminds you to be grateful for the opportunities that challenges provide for growth and learning. Adversity also helps you build a sense of accomplishment. There's something deeply satisfying about overcoming a challenge, about proving to yourself that you can handle whatever life throws your way. Each time you rise to the occasion, you build confidence in your abilities. This sense of accomplishment fuels your motivation and inspires you to take on even greater challenges. The more obstacles you overcome, the more you realize that you are capable of achieving your goals. Another important lesson from adversity is learning to let go of perfectionism. The Stoics believed that striving for perfection is not only unrealistic, but also counterproductive. Life is messy, and challenges are inevitable. Perfectionism sets you up for disappointment because it creates an unattainable standard. When you embrace adversity, you learn to accept imperfection as a natural part of life. This acceptance frees you from the pressure to be perfect and allows you to focus on progress instead. Adversity also teaches you the importance of taking responsibility for your life. The Stoics believed that while you can't control external events, you are always responsible for how you respond to them. When challenges arise, it's easy to blame others or external circumstances. But true growth comes from taking ownership of your situation and choosing to respond in a way that aligns with your values and goals. Responsibility gives you the power to change your life. When you embrace adversity, you develop a greater sense of purpose. The Stoics believed that challenges help you clarify your purpose by forcing you to confront what truly matters to you. Adversity strips away the distractions and brings you face to face with your deepest values and desires. As you overcome challenges, you gain a clearer understanding of your purpose and a stronger sense of direction in life. This clarity fuels your motivation and guides your actions. Adversity also helps you develop a stronger sense of self-discipline. When you're faced with a challenge, it's easy to lose focus or get discouraged. But the Stoics believed that self-discipline is essential for overcoming obstacles. Discipline keeps you on track, even when the path is difficult. It helps you stay committed to your goals, resist distractions, and continue moving forward, no matter how tough the journey becomes. Another important lesson from adversity is learning to embrace uncertainty. The Stoics believed that life is full of uncertainty and that trying to control everything is futile. When you embrace adversity, you learn to become more comfortable with uncertainty. You accept that you don't have all the answers and that life doesn't always unfold as planned. This acceptance frees you from the need for certainty and allows you to move forward with confidence, even when the future is unclear. Adversity also helps you develop a growth mindset. The Stoics believed that challenges are opportunities for growth, and that the way you respond to adversity determines whether you grow or remain stagnant. When you approach challenges with a growth mindset, you see each obstacle as a chance to learn and improve. This mindset allows you to stay open to new possibilities and continually strive for personal growth, no matter how difficult the circumstances. As you embrace adversity, you develop a deeper sense of inner peace. The Stoics taught that peace doesn't come from avoiding challenges, but from learning to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity. When you accept that challenges are a natural part of life and that you have the strength to overcome them, you find a sense of peace that can't be shaken by external events. This inner peace is a powerful tool for navigating life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Having learned how to embrace adversity and turn obstacles into opportunities, it becomes clear that growth is fueled by consistency and commitment. This is where self-discipline plays its vital role. Adversity may sharpen your resilience, but it is self-discipline that will guide you through the journey of daily life, keeping you on the path to success. The Stoics believed that without discipline, even the most determined mind could lose its way. Self-discipline isn't about harsh restriction. It's about cultivating the habits that allow you to move steadily toward your goals, even when motivation fades. Discipline begins with the small, seemingly insignificant decisions you make each day. Whether it's choosing to rise early to work on your goals, staying focused in the midst of distractions, or completing tasks even when they seem mundane, self-discipline is built through consistent actions. The Stoics understood that mastery of self is the highest form of freedom. When you discipline your mind and body, you take control of your future. Instead of being at the mercy of external circumstances, you become the architect of your success. Daily self-discipline is not about perfection, but persistence. It's about doing the necessary work, even when the excitement of starting something new has worn off. The Stoics believed that discipline should be practiced every day, not just when you feel inspired. This kind of consistency is what leads to long-term success. Each day that you follow through on your commitments, no matter how small, you build a habit of discipline. Over time, this habit becomes ingrained, and discipline becomes second nature. It's important to start with manageable steps. Setting unrealistic expectations for yourself can lead to frustration and burnout. The Stoics taught that discipline is cultivated gradually through steady effort. Begin by identifying one area of your life where you want to be more disciplined. Focus on creating a small daily habit that moves you toward your goal. Whether it's exercising for 10 minutes, reading for 20 minutes, or spending 15 minutes in focused work, the key is to start small and build momentum over time. Discipline thrives on routine. Establishing a daily routine helps to create structure and consistency in your life. When you have a routine, you remove the need for constant decision-making, which can drain your mental energy. Instead, you can focus on the task at hand. The Stoics valued routines because they provided a framework for disciplined living. By setting a routine, you create a rhythm to your day that keeps you on track, even when motivation is low. Accountability plays a crucial role in self-discipline. The Stoics believed in holding themselves accountable for their actions and decisions. When you know that you are responsible for your own progress, you become more committed to following through. Whether it's tracking your habits in a journal, sharing your goals with a trusted friend, or setting reminders for yourself, accountability helps keep you disciplined. It's a constant reminder that your actions, or lack of them, are shaping your future. Self-discipline also involves saying no to distractions. In a world full of endless opportunities for entertainment and instant gratification, it can be easy to lose focus. The Stoics taught that true freedom comes from controlling your desires rather than being controlled by them. When you practice discipline, you learn to prioritize what's truly important over what's temporarily pleasing. Saying no to distractions isn't about deprivation, it's about creating space for what truly matters. A key part of self-discipline is learning to push through discomfort. There will be times when you don't feel like doing the work, when the path ahead seems difficult, or when you'd rather give up. But discipline requires that you keep going, even when it's hard. The Stoics believed that discomfort is a natural part of growth, and that avoiding it only leads to stagnation. Each time you push through discomfort, you strengthen your discipline and get one step closer to your goals. Another important aspect of self-discipline is managing your time effectively. The Stoics believed that time is our most valuable resource and that wasting it is one of the greatest mistakes we can make. When you practice discipline, you become intentional about how you spend your time. Instead of letting your day slip away in unproductive activities, you prioritize tasks that align with your goals. This doesn't mean working non-stop, it means using your time wisely to make consistent progress. Self-discipline also involves mastering your emotions. The Stoics taught that while emotions are natural, they shouldn't dictate your actions. When you're disciplined, you learn to acknowledge your emotions without letting them derail your progress. Whether it's frustration, impatience, or self-doubt, discipline allows you to stay focused on your goals, even when your emotions are pulling you in different directions. This emotional control is a hallmark of Stoic wisdom and is essential for long-term success. Consistency is the backbone of discipline. It's not enough to be disciplined for a week or a month. True discipline requires that you show up every day. The Stoics believed in the power of small, consistent actions to create lasting change. Each day that you practice discipline, you reinforce the habit, and each time you choose discipline over distraction, you move closer to the life you want to create. Consistency may not always feel exciting, but it's what leads to meaningful progress. Self-discipline also teaches you to delay gratification. In a world that prioritizes quick rewards, learning to wait for the things that truly matter is a rare and valuable skill. The Stoics believed that long-term success often requires short-term sacrifice. When you practice discipline, you learn to prioritize your future over immediate pleasure. This ability to delay gratification not only strengthens your resolve, but also sets you up for greater achievements in the long run. Another key element of discipline is self-awareness. The Stoics emphasized the importance of knowing yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, and triggers. When you're self-aware, you can identify the areas where you struggle with discipline and take steps to address them. Whether it's setting boundaries with your time, creating a more structured environment, or holding yourself accountable for procrastination, self-awareness allows you to refine your discipline practice. It's important to celebrate small wins along the way. Discipline doesn't mean constantly pushing yourself without acknowledging your progress. The Stoics taught that while we should remain focused on our goals, it's also important to recognize and appreciate the milestones we reach. Each time you follow through on a commitment, no matter how small, you build confidence in your ability to stay disciplined. Celebrating these wins helps you stay motivated and reinforces the habit of discipline. Self-discipline also requires you to stay adaptable. While consistency is key, life is unpredictable, and sometimes you'll need to adjust your approach. The Stoics believed in being flexible in the face of change, while still remaining committed to your goals. If something isn't working, Don't be afraid to try a different strategy. Adaptability doesn't mean abandoning discipline. It means being open to finding new ways to stay on track. Discipline isn't about working harder, but about working smarter. The Stoics understood that efficiency and focus are just as important as effort. When you're disciplined, you learn to focus on the tasks that have the greatest impact rather than wasting time on busy work. This means prioritizing the most important tasks each day and giving them your full attention. By working smarter, you not only make more progress, but also avoid burnout. Another critical aspect of self-discipline is learning to manage your energy. The Stoics taught that balance is essential for a productive life. When you practice discipline, it's important to know when to rest and recharge. Discipline isn't about pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about knowing when to take a break so you can return to your work with renewed energy. Managing your energy effectively allows you to sustain your efforts over the long term. Self-discipline also involves focusing on what you can control. The Stoics believed that much of life is outside of our control, but that we can always control our actions and attitudes. When you practice discipline, you focus on the things you can influence rather than getting frustrated by the things you can't. This mindset helps you stay productive and prevents you from wasting energy on things that don't contribute to your goals. Learning to be disciplined with your thoughts is just as important as being disciplined with your actions. The Stoics believed that the mind is the key to everything, and that by controlling your thoughts, you control your life. When you practice self-discipline, you learn to direct your thoughts toward positive, productive outcomes, rather than letting negative thinking hold you back. This mental discipline helps you stay focused and resilient in the face of challenges. Discipline also requires patience. The Stoics understood that lasting success doesn't come overnight. It's the result of consistent effort over time. When you practice discipline, you develop the patience to stay committed, even when progress seems slow. Patience allows you to trust the process and keep working toward your goals, knowing that each step you take is moving you closer to success. Another important aspect of self-discipline is self-forgiveness. The Stoics believed that no one is perfect and that we all make mistakes. When you slip up or fall short of your discipline, it's important not to dwell on your mistakes. Instead, forgive yourself and refocus on your goals. Self-discipline is not about being flawless. It's about continuously striving to improve and getting back on track after setbacks. Discipline also involves setting clear boundaries. The Stoics taught that we must protect our time and energy if we want to achieve our goals. When you practice discipline, you learn to set boundaries with others and with yourself. Whether it's saying no to unnecessary commitments, limiting your screen time, or creating a dedicated workspace, boundaries help you stay focused and productive. By setting boundaries, you create an environment that supports your discipline. Self-discipline requires perseverance. The Stoics believed that perseverance is essential for overcoming challenges and achieving long-term success. There will be times when you want to give up, when the path ahead feels too difficult, but discipline requires that you keep going, even when the road is hard. Each time you persevere, you build inner strength and resilience. Perseverance turns discipline into a habit that carries you through even the toughest times. Another key aspect of self-discipline is mindfulness. The Stoics practiced mindfulness as a way to stay present and focused on the task at hand. When you're disciplined, you learn to stay fully engaged in whatever you're doing, whether it's work, exercise, or a personal goal. This mindfulness helps you avoid distractions and make the most of your time. By staying present, you become more effective and efficient in your efforts. Discipline also involves simplifying your life. The Stoics believed in living simply and focusing on what truly matters. When you practice discipline, you learn to eliminate unnecessary distractions and clutter from your life. This could mean decluttering your physical space, simplifying your schedule, or reducing your commitments. By simplifying your life, you create more time and energy for the things that truly matter, making it easier to stay disciplined. It's important to remember that self-discipline is a skill that can be developed over time. The Stoics believed that mastery comes through practice, not perfection. Each day that you practice discipline, you get a little better. Whether it's staying focused on a task, resisting a distraction, or following through on a commitment, each act of discipline strengthens the habit. Over time, self-discipline becomes a natural part of who you are. In practicing self-discipline, you also cultivate self-respect. The Stoics believed that living in alignment with your values and goals leads to a deeper sense of self-worth. When you practice discipline, you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving your goals. This builds confidence and self-respect, which fuels further discipline. The more disciplined you are, the more you respect yourself, and the more you respect yourself, the more disciplined you become. Lastly, self-discipline is about creating a life of purpose. The Stoics believed that discipline is not an end in itself, but a means to living a meaningful, fulfilling life. When you practice discipline, you create the structure and habits that allow you to pursue your goals and live in alignment with your values. Discipline helps you move from intention to action, turning your dreams into reality. By practicing daily self-discipline, you lay the foundation for long-term success and fulfillment. Having built the foundation of self-discipline, you now understand the importance of consistent effort and perseverance in reaching your goals. But discipline alone is not enough. What you focus on is equally important. Often, people spend their energy on things beyond their control, leading to frustration, anxiety, and a sense of helplessness. This is where the Stoic wisdom of focusing on what you can control becomes invaluable. By shifting your attention to what you can influence and letting go of everything else, you gain a sense of peace and true power. This approach frees you from the weight of worry and empowers you to handle any situation with clarity and effectiveness. One of the most powerful insights from Stoic philosophy is the realization that most things in life are outside your control. Other people's actions, external circumstances, even the outcomes of your efforts, these are all beyond your ability to dictate. The more you try to control these external factors, the more frustrated and anxious you become. The Stoics taught that true peace comes from accepting this reality. By focusing on your own actions, thoughts, and attitudes, you regain control over the one thing that truly matters: yourself. When you focus on what you can control, you stop wasting energy on things you can't change. This frees up mental and emotional space to focus on what's truly important. Many people exhaust themselves trying to change other people or control the outcomes of uncertain situations. But the Stoics believed that your power lies in how you respond, not in what happens. You may not be able to change the outcome, but you can always choose how you react. This mindset brings both power and peace. The more you focus on your own actions and choices, the more empowered you feel. Life will always be unpredictable, but the Stoics teach that you have the ability to control how you respond to whatever comes your way. This realization can be liberating. Instead of feeling like a victim of circumstances, you understand that your attitude and perspective are always within your control. This shift in focus transforms how you experience challenges, making you more resilient and less reactive. By letting go of what you can't control, you develop emotional freedom. Many people experience unnecessary stress and anxiety because they're constantly worrying about things outside their control. Whether it's the behavior of others, unforeseen events, or the outcome of their efforts, they spend their energy on things they can't influence. The Stoics believed that this type of worry is pointless and harmful. When you focus only on what you can control, you free yourself from this emotional burden and experience greater peace of mind. Focusing on what you can control also strengthens your sense of responsibility. The Stoics taught that while external events may be out of your hands, your reactions to those events are entirely within your control. This means that you are always responsible for your own actions, regardless of the situation. When you take ownership of your thoughts and behaviors, you stop blaming others or external circumstances for your problems. This mindset empowers you to take constructive action rather than waiting for things to change. Another benefit of focusing on what you can control is that it helps you stay grounded in the present moment. Many people spend their time worrying about the future or regretting the past, both of which are beyond their control. The Stoics believed that the present moment is all we truly have, and that focusing on it allows us to live fully and effectively. When you direct your attention to what you can do right now, in this moment, you become more present, more mindful, and more productive. This mindset also enhances your ability to adapt to change. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and trying to control everything only leads to frustration. The Stoics taught that adaptability is key to thriving in an unpredictable world. By focusing on what you can control, you become more flexible and open to change. Instead of resisting or fearing uncertainty, you learn to adapt your approach while staying true to your values and goals. When you focus on what you can control, you develop resilience. The Stoics believed that resilience comes from within, not from external circumstances. No matter what challenges you face, you have the power to decide how you will respond. This inner strength allows you to endure hardship with grace and to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. The more you focus on your own responses, the stronger your resilience becomes. Letting go of what you can't control also helps you maintain emotional balance. Many people react emotionally to situations that are beyond their control, leading to frustration, anger, or disappointment. But the Stoics taught that these emotional reactions are often unnecessary and unhelpful. By focusing on what you can control, you reduce the intensity of these emotions and develop a more balanced, calm approach to life. Emotional balance allows you to think more clearly and make better decisions. Focusing on what you can control also helps you build self-confidence. When you spend your time and energy trying to control things outside your influence, you often feel powerless and overwhelmed. But when you focus on your own actions and choices, you realize that you always have the power to influence your own life. This sense of agency builds confidence in your ability to handle challenges and achieve your goals, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoics also taught that focusing on what you can control enhances your ability to find solutions. When you waste time worrying about things outside your control, you overlook the opportunities that are within your grasp. By focusing on what you can influence, you become more solution-oriented and proactive. Instead of feeling stuck or defeated, you look for ways to take constructive action. This mindset not only helps you solve problems, but also keeps you moving forward. Another important lesson from Stoic philosophy is that focusing on what you can control reduces stress. Much of the stress people experience comes from trying to manage things that are beyond their control, whether it's other people's opinions, unpredictable events, or uncertain outcomes. The Stoics believed that by accepting the limits of your control and focusing on your own actions, you can significantly reduce your stress levels. This reduction in stress leads to greater clarity, focus, and overall well-being. Focusing on what you can control also improves your relationships. Many conflicts arise because people try to control each other's behavior or reactions. The Stoics believed that each person is responsible for their own actions, and that trying to control others only leads to frustration and misunderstanding. By focusing on your own behavior and letting go of the need to control others, you create more harmonious and respectful relationships. This approach fosters better communication and mutual understanding. When you focus on what you can control, you also become more patient. The Stoics taught that impatience often comes from wanting things to happen faster than they naturally do, or from wanting others to behave in a certain way. But by focusing on your own actions and accepting that some things take time, you develop greater patience. Patience allows you to remain calm and composed, even when things don't go as quickly or smoothly as you'd like. This calmness helps you stay focused and productive. Another benefit of this mindset is that it helps you let go of perfectionism. Many people struggle with the desire to control every detail of their lives, striving for perfection in everything they do. But the Stoics believed that perfection is an illusion and that trying to achieve it only leads to disappointment. By focusing on what you can control, you release the need for perfection and instead focus on making progress. This shift in focus allows you to enjoy the journey rather than constantly striving for an unattainable ideal. Focusing on what you can control also helps you manage fear. The Stoics taught that fear often arises from worrying about things outside your control, whether it's the future, the actions of others, or the outcome of a situation. By shifting your attention to what you can influence, you reduce the power that fear has over you. This mindset allows you to face challenges with greater courage and confidence, knowing that while you can't control everything, you can control your own actions. This approach also helps you cultivate gratitude. The Stoics believed that focusing on what you have rather than what you lack is key to living a fulfilling life. When you focus on what you can control, you naturally become more aware of the things you already have control over: your actions, your mindset, your choices. This awareness fosters a sense of gratitude for the power you have to shape your own life. Gratitude, in turn, brings greater peace and contentment. By focusing on what you can control, you also develop greater clarity of purpose. The Stoics believed that much of life's confusion comes from trying to control things that are beyond our influence. When you narrow your focus to what you can control, you gain a clearer sense of what truly matters. This clarity helps you stay aligned with your values and priorities, making it easier to navigate life's challenges with a sense of purpose and direction. Focusing on what you can control also enhances your decision-making. The Stoics taught that clear thinking leads to better decisions, and that clarity comes from focusing on what's within your power. When you stop worrying about factors outside your control, you free your mind to focus on the choices and actions that will move you forward. This leads to more effective decision-making and greater success in both personal and professional endeavors. This mindset also helps you cultivate humility. The Stoics believed that humility comes from recognizing the limits of your control and accepting that you don't have all the answers. By focusing on what you can control, you develop a sense of humility that allows you to stay open to new perspectives, feedback, and learning opportunities. This openness fosters personal growth and helps you build stronger relationships with others. Focusing on what you can control also strengthens your sense of inner peace. The Stoics believed that peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. When you stop trying to control things beyond your reach and instead focus on your own actions and attitudes, you experience a deep sense of calm. This inner peace allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, knowing that no matter what happens, you have the power to choose your response. This mindset also enhances your ability to persevere in the face of challenges. The Stoics taught that life is full of difficulties, but that focusing on what you can control gives you the strength to endure. When you face a challenge, focusing on your own actions and responses helps you stay resilient and committed. This perseverance allows you to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is uncertain or difficult. Focusing on what you can control also helps you develop a stronger sense of self-discipline. The Stoics believed that discipline is essential for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. When you focus on your own actions and choices, you strengthen your ability to stay disciplined and committed to your goals. This discipline not only helps you achieve success, but also builds a sense of pride in your ability to stay true to your values and priorities. Another important aspect of this mindset is that it helps you let go of the need for approval from others. The Stoics believed that seeking external validation is a form of giving away your power. When you focus on what you can control, you stop worrying about what others think of you and instead focus on living in alignment with your own values. This shift frees you from the need for approval and allows you to live more authentically. Focusing on what you can control also helps you build mental resilience. The Stoics taught that resilience comes from within, and that by focusing on your own thoughts and actions, you can develop the mental strength to handle any situation. This resilience allows you to stay grounded, even in the face of adversity, and to keep moving forward with confidence. The more you focus on what you can control, the stronger your mental resilience becomes. This mindset also fosters a sense of freedom. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from within, from controlling your own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. When you stop trying to control external events and focus on what you can influence, you experience a sense of liberation. You are no longer bound by the need to control everything around you. Instead, you are free to focus on what truly matters and to live in alignment with your values. Focusing on what you can control also helps you stay committed to your goals. The Stoics taught that persistence is essential for achieving long-term success, and that focusing on your own actions is key to staying committed. When you direct your energy toward what you can influence, you stay focused on the steps that will move you closer to your goals. This commitment, combined with the resilience you've developed, helps you stay on track, even when the journey is difficult. Lastly, focusing on what you can control helps you live with greater purpose and intention. The Stoics believed that a meaningful life is one lived in alignment with your values and priorities. When you focus on what you can control, you naturally become more intentional in your actions, more thoughtful in your decisions, and more committed to your purpose. This intentionality not only brings you closer to your goals, but also helps you live a life of greater fulfillment and peace. Having mastered the art of focusing on what you can control, you have unlocked a deeper sense of peace and purpose. Now, it's time to cultivate an inner strength that goes beyond external circumstances. Confidence is not something you are born with, nor is it dependent on how the world perceives you. Instead, true confidence comes from within, from trusting yourself, your decisions, and your ability to face life's challenges with calm determination. The Stoics understood that building unshakable confidence is rooted in self-trust, and it's this trust that enables you to navigate life with clarity and purpose. Confidence begins with accepting who you are and embracing your strengths and weaknesses. The Stoics believed that self-awareness is the foundation of confidence. When you know yourself deeply, your capabilities, your values, and even your limitations, you can trust that you are enough as you are. This self-awareness allows you to stop comparing yourself to others and instead focus on your unique journey. True confidence doesn't come from being perfect, but from embracing your imperfections with grace and acceptance. One of the most powerful Stoic practices for building confidence is focusing on your actions rather than the results. Many people tie their self-worth to the outcome of their efforts, but this leads to insecurity because outcomes are often beyond your control. The Stoics teach that the only thing you can control is how you act. When you focus on doing your best, regardless of the result, you build a deep trust in yourself. This self-trust is the essence of confidence, as it allows you to face any situation knowing that you are giving it your all. Confidence also grows when you consistently take action, even when you're unsure or afraid. The Stoics believed that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite it. Each time you take action in the face of uncertainty, you strengthen your confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This willingness to act, even when you don't have all the answers, is what sets confident people apart. The more you act with courage, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable. Building unshakable confidence also requires practicing self-discipline. The Stoics understood that discipline builds self-respect, and self-respect leads to confidence. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, no matter how small, you show yourself that you can be trusted. This trust in your own word is a powerful source of confidence. It's not about doing grand things, but about the small daily acts of discipline that add up over time. Confidence is built in these quiet moments of integrity. Another Stoic principle that fosters confidence is focusing on your own values rather than seeking approval from others. Many people feel insecure because they base their self-worth on what others think of them. But the Stoics teach that true confidence comes from living in alignment with your own values, not from trying to please others. When you know what matters most to you and you live according to those values, you stop worrying about external validation. This inner alignment creates a deep sense of confidence that cannot be shaken by the opinions of others. Confidence also comes from learning to embrace failure as part of the growth process. The Stoics believed that failure is not something to be feared, but something to learn from. Every time you fail, you gain valuable insights that bring you closer to success. When you stop seeing failure as a reflection of your worth and start seeing it as a necessary step in your journey, your confidence grows. You trust that no matter how many times you fall, you will always get back up and keep moving forward. Another important aspect of building confidence is learning to let go of the need for control. The Stoics taught that much of life is outside our control, and that trying to control everything only leads to frustration. When you accept that some things are beyond your influence, you free yourself from the anxiety of trying to manage every detail. This acceptance allows you to focus on what you can control, your own actions and responses. By letting go of control, you build confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way without being consumed by worry. Confidence also grows when you develop resilience in the face of adversity. The Stoics believed that adversity is not something to avoid, but something to embrace as a source of strength. Each time you face a challenge and overcome it, you build confidence in your ability to navigate difficult situations. This resilience is a key part of unshakable confidence because it reminds you that you are capable of handling whatever life throws at you. The more challenges you face, the stronger your confidence becomes. A powerful way to build confidence is by practicing gratitude. The Stoics believed that gratitude is essential for living a fulfilling life. When you focus on what you already have rather than what you lack, you cultivate a sense of abundance. This mindset shift fosters confidence because it reminds you that you are already whole and that you have everything you need to succeed. Gratitude helps you see your strengths and achievements, which in turn builds your confidence. Another Stoic practice that enhances confidence is mindfulness. When you stay present in the moment, you stop worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. The Stoics believed that the present moment is all we truly have, and that focusing on it allows us to make better decisions and act with confidence. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts and actions, which helps you build trust in yourself. This awareness creates a sense of confidence that is rooted in the here and now. Confidence also comes from learning to trust your instincts. The Stoics taught that wisdom comes from experience, and that, over time, you develop an inner knowing that guides you. When you learn to trust your instincts, you build confidence in your ability to make decisions, even when the path ahead is unclear. This trust in yourself allows you to act with conviction, knowing that even if you make mistakes, you have the wisdom to learn and grow from them. Another key element of confidence is self-compassion. The Stoics believed that while we should strive for excellence, we must also be kind to ourselves when we fall short. Confidence grows when you treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. When you practice self-compassion, you stop being your harshest critic and start becoming your greatest ally. This inner support helps you recover from setbacks and keep moving forward with confidence. Confidence also develops when you surround yourself with positive influences. The Stoics believed that the people you spend time with shape your character. When you surround yourself with people who support and encourage you, your confidence grows. These positive relationships remind you of your strengths and abilities, helping you see yourself through the eyes of those who believe in you. This external support reinforces your internal confidence. Another Stoic principle that fosters confidence is the belief in continuous improvement. The Stoics taught that personal growth is a lifelong journey and that there is always room for improvement. When you embrace this mindset, you stop feeling pressure to be perfect and instead focus on becoming better each day. This commitment to growth builds confidence because it reminds you that progress, not perfection, is the goal. Each step forward, no matter how small, strengthens your belief in yourself. Confidence also comes from aligning your actions with your values. The Stoics believed that living with integrity is essential for building self-respect. When your actions reflect your values, you feel a deep sense of alignment and purpose. This alignment creates confidence because you know that you are living authentically, true to yourself. The more you live in alignment with your values, the more confident you become in your decisions and actions. Another way to build confidence is by practicing patience. The Stoics believed that patience is essential for achieving long-term success. Confidence grows when you trust the process and allow things to unfold in their own time. Patience teaches you to stay calm and steady, even when progress seems slow. This calmness fosters confidence because it reminds you that success is not a race, but a journey. The more patient you are, the more confident you become in your ability to stay the course. Confidence also develops when you practice humility. The Stoics believed that humility is a key virtue because it reminds you that there is always more to learn. Humility doesn't mean thinking less of yourself. It means recognizing that you are always growing and evolving. When you embrace humility, you build confidence in your ability to learn from others and improve. This openness to learning fosters a quiet, steady confidence that is rooted in self-awareness and a commitment to growth. Another important aspect of confidence is learning to embrace uncertainty. The Stoics taught that life is full of uncertainty and that trying to avoid it only leads to anxiety. Confidence grows when you learn to accept the unknown and trust that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. This acceptance of uncertainty frees you from the need for control and allows you to face the future with confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, you will find a way through. Confidence also comes from setting boundaries. The Stoics believed that protecting your time and energy is essential for living a fulfilling life. When you set clear boundaries, you show yourself that your needs and priorities matter. This act of self-respect builds confidence because it reminds you that you are in control of your own life. Boundaries help you stay focused on what's important, which in turn strengthens your confidence in your ability to make choices that align with your values. Another way to build confidence is by celebrating your progress. The Stoics taught that while it's important to stay focused on your goals, it's equally important to acknowledge your achievements along the way. Confidence grows when you take the time to recognize how far you've come. Each milestone, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in yourself and your ability to succeed. Celebrating progress helps you stay motivated and confident as you continue on your journey. Confidence also develops when you learn to accept compliments and praise. The Stoics believed in acknowledging the good in ourselves and others. When someone offers you a compliment, it's easy to dismiss it or downplay your achievements. But confidence grows when you learn to graciously accept praise and recognize your accomplishments. This acceptance reminds you of your worth and reinforces your belief in your abilities. Another key element of confidence is learning to stay calm under pressure. The Stoics taught that composure is a sign of strength and that remaining calm in difficult situations builds confidence. When you practice staying calm, even in the face of adversity, you prove to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. This calmness fosters confidence because it reminds you that you are capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and resilience. Confidence also grows when you focus on solutions rather than problems. The Stoics believed that a problem-solving mindset is essential for overcoming obstacles. When you focus on finding solutions rather than dwelling on the difficulties, you build confidence in your ability to overcome challenges. This proactive approach reminds you that no matter how tough the situation, there is always a way forward. Another way to build confidence is by practicing gratitude for your progress. The Stoics believed that gratitude is essential for cultivating a positive mindset. When you focus on how far you've come, rather than how far you still have to go, you build confidence in your ability to succeed. Gratitude helps you see your strengths and achievements, which in turn fosters a sense of confidence and self-assurance. Lastly, confidence comes from trusting the process. The Stoics taught that while we can't control the outcome, we can always control our efforts. Confidence grows when you trust that the work you're putting in today will eventually pay off, even if the results aren't immediately visible. This trust in the process allows you to stay patient, persistent, and confident, knowing that each step you take is bringing you closer to your goals. In the end, building unshakable confidence is not about being fearless or perfect. It's about trusting yourself, your decisions, your actions, and your ability to navigate life's ups and downs with calm determination. Confidence is rooted in self-trust, and it grows through consistent action, self-awareness, and a commitment to living in alignment with your values. By applying Stoic principles, you can cultivate a deep and lasting confidence that empowers you to face life's challenges with grace, resilience, and unwavering belief in yourself. With unshakable confidence rooted deep within you, the next step to creating a meaningful life is to stay grounded in your values. Confidence without integrity is empty. It is your values that give your life direction, and it's living according to those values that fills you with a sense of purpose. The Stoics believed that real success doesn't come from external achievements alone, but from aligning your actions with your deepest beliefs. True fulfillment arises not from wealth or status, but from knowing that you are living authentically, in harmony with your core values. Living with integrity begins with knowing what you stand for. The Stoics emphasized the importance of self-reflection, encouraging individuals to examine their beliefs and understand what truly matters to them. When you take the time to identify your values, you create a guiding framework for all your decisions. This clarity not only keeps you grounded in moments of uncertainty, but also ensures that your actions consistently reflect the person you aspire to be. There's a calmness that comes from knowing that your life is rooted in something meaningful. Values give your life direction, but it's integrity that keeps you on course. Integrity means aligning your actions with your beliefs, even when it's difficult. The Stoics believed that it's easy to stray from your values when faced with external pressures or temptations, but true strength comes from staying true to yourself, regardless of the circumstances. Each time you act in alignment with your values, you reinforce your integrity, and each time you compromise your values, you undermine it. Integrity is built through these daily choices, and over time, it shapes the course of your life. Living with integrity also brings a deep sense of inner peace. When your actions align with your values, there is no inner conflict, no guilt, no second-guessing. The Stoics believed that the foundation of a good life is tranquility, and that tranquility comes from knowing that you are living in accordance with your principles. This peace allows you to move through life with greater confidence and clarity because you are not constantly questioning whether you are doing the right thing. You already know. Staying grounded in your values also fosters trust, both in yourself and in your relationships. When others see that you consistently live by your values, they know that they can trust you. This trust strengthens your relationships as people are drawn to those who act with integrity. But just as importantly, living with integrity builds self-trust. The more you act in alignment with your values, the more you trust yourself to make the right decisions, even in challenging situations. This self-trust is the foundation of long-lasting confidence. Living with integrity often requires courage. The Stoics believed that it's easy to live according to your values when life is smooth, but the real test comes in moments of adversity. It takes courage to stay true to yourself when doing so may lead to discomfort, conflict, or loss. Yet, it is precisely in these moments that your integrity is strengthened. Each time you choose your values over convenience or fear, you build resilience. Over time, this courage becomes second nature, and living with integrity becomes your default mode of being. Your values also serve as a compass when life becomes complicated. The Stoics understood that life is unpredictable and that it's easy to lose your way when faced with uncertainty or competing demands. But when you are clear about your values, they act as a guiding light, helping you navigate even the most challenging situations. No matter how confusing or difficult life becomes, you always know what direction to take because your values point the way forward. This clarity simplifies decision-making and keeps you grounded in what truly matters. Living with integrity also brings a deep sense of purpose to your life. The Stoics believed that a life without purpose is an unfulfilled one, and that purpose comes from aligning your actions with your beliefs. When you live according to your values, you know that everything you do has meaning because it reflects who you are at your core. This sense of purpose brings lasting happiness because it transcends fleeting pleasures and external rewards. It is a source of joy that is deeply rooted in your soul, one that cannot be shaken by life's ups and downs. Staying true to your values also helps you build a legacy. The Stoics taught that true success is not measured by what you accumulate, but by the impact you have on others and the example you set. When you live with integrity, you leave behind a legacy of authenticity, kindness, and strength. People remember those who live with honor, who act with courage, and who stay true to their principles. This legacy is not only a gift to others, but also a source of deep satisfaction for yourself, knowing that you lived a life of meaning. One of the challenges of living with integrity is resisting the pressure to conform to others' expectations. The Stoics believed that many people compromise their values to fit in or to gain approval from others, but this comes at the cost of inner peace. When you allow external influences to dictate your actions, you lose touch with yourself. Living with integrity requires the strength to stand alone, to act according to your beliefs, even when those around you do not. This independence of thought and action is what sets you apart and gives your life authenticity. Living with integrity also fosters resilience. The Stoics taught that life is full of challenges and that it's your inner strength, not external circumstances, that determines your ability to thrive. When you live according to your values, you build an inner foundation that can withstand life's difficulties. No matter what happens in the world around you, your values remain constant, providing you with a source of strength and stability. This resilience allows you to face adversity with calm and courage, knowing that your actions are grounded in what matters most. Another benefit of living with integrity is that it simplifies your life. The Stoics believed that much of life's complexity comes from trying to please others or from constantly shifting your values to fit the situation. But when you are clear about your values and consistently live by them, your decisions become simpler. You don't have to waste energy on figuring out what to do because your values already provide the answer. This simplicity brings a sense of ease and freedom, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Living with integrity also strengthens your sense of self-worth. The Stoics believed that self-respect comes from knowing that you are living in alignment with your values. When you act with integrity, you build a sense of pride in yourself. Not the pride that comes from ego, but the quiet pride that comes from knowing that you are living authentically. This self-respect boosts your confidence and allows you to move through life with greater assurance. You no longer need external validation because you are secure in who you are. Your values also help you build deeper, more meaningful relationships. The Stoics believed that true connection comes from authenticity and that relationships built on integrity are the ones that last. When you live according to your values, you attract people who share those values, and you build relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. These relationships are more fulfilling because they are grounded in honesty and trust, rather than in superficial appearances or convenience. Living with integrity also helps you set boundaries. The Stoics taught that protecting your time, energy, and well-being is essential for living a fulfilling life. When you are clear about your values, it becomes easier to set boundaries because you know what is important to you and what is not. This clarity allows you to say no to things that don't align with your values without guilt or hesitation. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's about honoring your values and protecting the space you need to live authentically. Integrity also brings a sense of balance to your life. The Stoics believed that living in harmony with your values creates a sense of inner equilibrium. When your actions align with your beliefs, you experience less inner conflict and more peace. This balance allows you to move through life with a sense of steadiness and calm, even in the face of external chaos. You are no longer pulled in different directions by competing demands because your values keep you centered. Another benefit of living with integrity is that it helps you stay focused on your goals. The Stoics taught that it's easy to get distracted by short-term desires or external pressures, but when you live according to your values, you stay focused on what truly matters. Your values act as a filter, helping you prioritize your time and energy. This focus allows you to make consistent progress toward your goals because you are not constantly being pulled off course by distractions or temptations. Living with integrity also helps you navigate difficult decisions. The Stoics believed that decision-making becomes easier when you are clear about your values. When faced with a difficult choice, you simply ask yourself, which option aligns with your values, and the answer becomes clear. This clarity not only simplifies decision-making, but also gives you confidence in your choices because you know that they are grounded in what matters most to you. Your values also provide a sense of stability in an uncertain world. The Stoics understood that life is unpredictable and that external circumstances are often beyond your control. But your values are something you can always rely on, no matter what happens. This stability gives you a sense of security and confidence because you know that, no matter how chaotic the world becomes, your values will always guide you. This inner stability is the foundation of true peace and happiness. Living with integrity also helps you build self-discipline. The Stoics believed that discipline is essential for living a meaningful life, and that it's easier to stay disciplined when your actions align with your values. When you are clear about what matters most to you, you become more motivated to stay disciplined in your efforts. This discipline not only helps you achieve your goals, but also strengthens your sense of self-respect because you know that you are living in alignment with your values. Another benefit of living with integrity is that it fosters personal growth. The Stoics taught that living according to your values is a continuous journey of self-improvement. Each time you act in alignment with your values, you grow stronger in your ability to live authentically. This growth is not always easy, but it is deeply rewarding. Over time, you become more confident in your ability to stay true to yourself, and this confidence fuels further growth. Living with integrity also brings a sense of fulfillment. The Stoics believed that happiness comes not from external achievements, but from living in alignment with your values. When you act with integrity, you experience a deep sense of satisfaction because you know that your life is meaningful. This fulfillment is lasting because it is rooted in your inner being rather than in external rewards or recognition. It is a source of joy that cannot be taken away by life's challenges. Your values also help you stay resilient in the face of criticism or opposition. The Stoics understood that not everyone will agree with your values or your choices, but when you are clear about what you stand for, you become less affected by others' opinions. Living with integrity means staying true to yourself, even when others disagree. This resilience allows you to move through life with confidence, knowing that you are living according to your own principles, not someone else's expectations. Living with integrity also helps you build a sense of community. The Stoics believed that we are all connected and that living authentically strengthens our relationships with others. When you live according to your values, you inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of authenticity and integrity. This sense of community is deeply fulfilling because it is based on shared values and mutual respect, rather than on superficial connections. Another benefit of living with integrity is that it helps you stay true to your long-term vision. The Stoics taught that it's easy to get caught up in short-term pleasures or distractions, but when you live according to your values, you stay focused on your bigger goals. This focus allows you to make decisions that support your long-term vision, rather than being swayed by momentary desires. This commitment to your vision brings a sense of purpose and direction to your life. Living with integrity also helps you cultivate gratitude. The Stoics believed that gratitude is essential for a fulfilling life, and that living in alignment with your values fosters a deep sense of appreciation. When you act according to your values, you feel grateful for the opportunity to live authentically, for the relationships that support you, and for the growth that comes from staying true to yourself. This gratitude brings a sense of joy and contentment that enhances your overall well-being. Your values also serve as a foundation for making ethical decisions. The Stoics believed that living with integrity means acting ethically, even when it's difficult. When you are clear about your values, you are more likely to make ethical choices because your actions are guided by principles rather than by convenience or fear. This ethical integrity not only strengthens your self-respect, but also earns the respect of others, building trust and credibility in your relationships and endeavors. In the end, living with integrity is about creating a life that reflects who you truly are. The Stoics taught that success is not measured by external achievements, but by how well you live in alignment with your values. When you act with integrity, you create a life filled with meaning, purpose, and lasting happiness. You no longer need to chase external validation because you are secure in the knowledge that you are living authentically. This is the essence of true success, a life grounded in values, lived with integrity, and filled with a deep sense of fulfillment. With integrity as your guiding force, you have created a life built on values that give you a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. But even with strong values and a commitment to living authentically, fear remains a powerful force that can stand in your way. Fear is a natural part of life, yet it often holds people back from reaching their full potential. The Stoics understood that courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to act in spite of it. To live fully, you must confront your fears and learn to conquer them, moving forward with resilience and confidence. Fear takes many forms, from the fear of failure to the fear of the unknown, and it can paralyze even the strongest individuals. The Stoics believed that fear arises from focusing on things outside of our control. When we shift our attention away from the unknown and toward what we can control, our actions, decisions, and attitudes, fear loses its power. By focusing on what is within your control, you can begin to take practical steps toward overcoming fear, one action at a time. Courage, in the Stoic sense, is about taking action despite fear. It is not about pretending that fear doesn't exist, but about acknowledging it and choosing to move forward anyway. Each time you act with courage, you weaken fear's grip on you. The more you face your fears, the less power they hold. Over time, this practice of courageous action builds a reservoir of inner strength that you can draw upon whenever fear arises. A powerful tool for conquering fear is self-awareness. The Stoics believed that much of our fear comes from misunderstanding or misinterpreting situations. When you take the time to examine your fears, you often find that they are not as overwhelming as they first seemed. By reflecting on the root of your fear, you can begin to see it for what it is, a reaction to uncertainty rather than a reflection of reality. This clarity allows you to separate yourself from the emotion of fear and respond with greater calm and control. Another essential step in overcoming fear is acceptance. The Stoics taught that many of our fears stem from a desire to avoid pain, loss, or uncertainty. But life is full of these experiences, and trying to avoid them only intensifies our fear. By accepting that some things are beyond our control and that pain and uncertainty are part of life, we can begin to let go of the need to control everything. This acceptance frees you from the burden of fear, allowing you to focus on what you can do rather than what might happen. One of the most paralyzing aspects of fear is the fear of failure. Many people avoid taking risks because they are afraid of making mistakes or falling short of their goals. But the Stoics believed that failure is a natural part of the learning process. Each failure brings with it valuable lessons that help you grow stronger and more capable. By reframing failure as an opportunity for growth, you remove its power to intimidate you. Instead of fearing failure, you embrace it as a necessary step on the path to success. Another important aspect of conquering fear is practicing resilience. The Stoics believed that resilience is built through experience, and that the more challenges you face, the stronger you become. Each time you confront your fears and persevere through difficult moments, you build emotional resilience. This resilience becomes a source of inner strength that helps you face future challenges with greater courage and confidence. The more resilient you are, the less fear can hold you back. One practical way to overcome fear is to break it down into smaller, manageable steps. The Stoics believed in focusing on the present moment and taking action, no matter how small. When fear feels overwhelming, it's often because you're looking at the entire challenge all at once. By breaking the fear down into smaller tasks and focusing on what you can do right now, you reduce its power. Each small step forward builds momentum, helping you move through your fear, one action at a time. Another way to conquer fear is to challenge the negative thoughts that fuel it. The Stoics taught that our thoughts shape our reality, and that many of our fears are the result of distorted thinking. When you allow fear-based thoughts to go unchallenged, they grow stronger and more convincing. But when you challenge those thoughts, asking yourself if they are truly rational or based in reality, you begin to weaken their hold on you. Replacing fear-based thoughts with more balanced, realistic ones helps you see your situation more clearly and reduces the intensity of your fear. Courage also grows when you surround yourself with supportive people. The Stoics believed in the importance of community and the strength that comes from shared experience. When you are facing fear, having others who believe in you and encourage you to act with courage can make all the difference. Their support helps you feel less isolated in your fear, and their belief in you strengthens your own confidence. Together, you can face challenges that might have seemed impossible to overcome alone. Another tool for conquering fear is visualization. The Stoics practiced a form of visualization called premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils, in which they imagined the worst-case scenarios of their fears. This practice helps you confront your fears head-on by mentally preparing for the worst that could happen. By visualizing these outcomes, you not only desensitize yourself to fear, but also realize that even the worst-case scenario is something you can survive. This practice brings a sense of calm and confidence, knowing that you are prepared for whatever comes. Living in the present moment is another Stoic principle that helps conquer fear. Fear often arises when you focus too much on the future, what might happen, what could go wrong, or what you might lose. But the future is beyond your control. By grounding yourself in the present, you reduce the power of fear because you are focused on what you can do right now. The present moment is where your true power lies, and by staying focused on it, you regain control over your thoughts and actions. Another key aspect of Stoic courage is perseverance. The Stoics believed that courage is not just about facing a fear once, but about continuing to act with bravery even when fear persists. Perseverance means showing up again and again, even when it's difficult, even when you're tired, and even when fear tries to push you back. Each time you persevere, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your fear. This builds an inner resilience that allows you to keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles arise. Stoic courage also involves letting go of the fear of judgment. Many people are held back by the fear of what others might think, whether they will be criticized, judged, or ridiculed. But the Stoics taught that the opinions of others are outside your control and that they should not dictate your actions. True courage comes from doing what you know is right, regardless of how others may perceive it. By letting go of the fear of judgment, you free yourself to live authentically and pursue your goals without hesitation. Another way to conquer fear is by focusing on your purpose. The Stoics believed that when you have a clear sense of purpose, fear becomes less significant. When you are deeply connected to your values and your mission, you find the strength to act with courage, even when fear is present. Your purpose becomes a source of motivation that pushes you forward, reminding you that the fear is temporary, but the impact of your actions can be lasting. By staying focused on your purpose, you find the courage to move through fear and continue on your path. Courage also grows through daily practice. The Stoics believed that courage is a muscle that must be exercised regularly. Each day presents opportunities to act with courage, whether in small, everyday decisions or in larger, life-changing moments. By practicing courage consistently, you build the habit of bravery. Over time, it becomes second nature to face your fears head-on because you have conditioned yourself to respond with strength and resilience. Another aspect of Stoic courage is the ability to remain calm in the face of uncertainty. The Stoics understood that fear often arises from the unknown, from not knowing what the future holds or how a situation will unfold. But they also believed that anxiety over the unknown is wasted energy. By cultivating a sense of calm acceptance, you learn to face uncertainty with courage. This calmness allows you to think more clearly and act more decisively, even when the outcome is unclear. Facing your fears also requires patience. The Stoics believed that overcoming fear is not always a quick process, but one that takes time and persistence. Patience allows you to stay committed to the process of growth, even when progress feels slow. Each small step forward, each act of courage, brings you closer to conquering your fears. By practicing patience, you build the endurance needed to face fear over the long term, rather than seeking immediate relief or avoiding it altogether. Another way to build courage is by reframing your fears as challenges to overcome, rather than as threats to avoid. The Stoics believed that adversity is an opportunity for growth, and this mindset can be applied to fear. When you view fear as a challenge that you are capable of overcoming, it no longer feels as intimidating. Instead of seeing fear as something that holds you back, you begin to see it as something that pushes you forward, helping you grow stronger and more resilient. Courage also involves taking responsibility for your own growth. The Stoics taught that you are responsible for your actions and your development. When it comes to facing fear, this means recognizing that you have the power to change your relationship with fear. You are not a passive victim of fear. You are an active participant in overcoming it. This sense of responsibility empowers you to take action rather than waiting for fear to disappear on its own. Another way to conquer fear is by embracing vulnerability. The Stoics understood that true courage often requires vulnerability, being willing to show up, take risks, and face the possibility of failure or rejection. Vulnerability is not a weakness, it is a sign of strength, because it means you are willing to face life's uncertainties with an open heart. By embracing vulnerability, you build the courage to take meaningful action, even when the outcome is uncertain. Courage also grows when you practice self-compassion. The Stoics believed in striving for excellence, but they also recognized that we are all human and that perfection is impossible. When you face your fears, it's important to be kind to yourself, especially when you stumble or fall short. Self-compassion allows you to recover from setbacks and keep moving forward. It reminds you that courage is not about being fearless or perfect. It's about showing up and trying again, no matter how many times you fall. Another key element of Stoic courage is the willingness to let go of outcomes. The Stoics taught that while you can control your actions, you cannot always control the results. This means that courage often involves taking action without knowing how things will turn out. By letting go of the need for certainty or guaranteed success, you free yourself to act with courage. This mindset allows you to move forward, knowing that the process of facing your fears is valuable, regardless of the outcome. Courage also involves embracing change. The Stoics believed that life is in a constant state of flux, and that resisting change only leads to suffering. Many fears arise from a fear of change, of leaving the familiar, stepping into the unknown, or losing what we have. But by embracing change, you build the courage to face new experiences and challenges. Change becomes an opportunity for growth rather than something to be feared, and you move through life with greater ease and confidence. Another way to build courage is by focusing on the present moment. The Stoics taught that fear often comes from worrying about the future, about what might happen or what could go wrong. But the future is beyond your control. By grounding yourself in the present, you reduce the power of fear because you are focused on what you can do right now. The present moment is where your true power lies, and by staying focused on it, you regain control over your thoughts and actions. Lastly, courage comes from trusting yourself. The Stoics believed that self-trust is the foundation of confidence and resilience. When you trust yourself, your instincts, your decisions, and your ability to handle whatever comes your way, you face fear with greater strength. This trust is built through experience, through facing your fears, and proving to yourself that you are capable. Over time, this self-trust becomes a wellspring of courage that allows you to move forward with confidence, no matter what challenges arise. Having faced your fears and developed the courage to overcome life's toughest moments, the next step toward mastering your journey is reflection. Courage leads you forward, but growth requires you to pause, reflect, adjust, and move forward again with greater wisdom. The Stoics knew that life is a continuous process of improvement, and they believed in the power of reflection as a tool for growth. By regularly assessing your actions, learning from your experiences, and making necessary adjustments, you ensure that you are always evolving. This reflective practice is essential for staying on track and making meaningful progress in your life. Reflection begins with honest self-examination. The Stoics emphasized the importance of looking inward, not just to celebrate achievements, but to identify areas where you can improve. This self-awareness helps you understand both your strengths and your shortcomings. By taking the time to reflect on your actions, you can see patterns that may be helping or hindering your progress. This honesty is crucial because growth can only occur when you face the truth about yourself. The act of reflecting on your day is a practice that allows you to assess whether your actions align with your values. The Stoics believed that living according to your principles is key to a fulfilling life, and reflection helps you stay true to those principles. Each day presents an opportunity to examine your choices and ask yourself whether they reflect the person you want to become. This daily check-in keeps you accountable to yourself and ensures that you remain on the path of integrity. When you reflect on your experiences, you also gain a deeper understanding of your emotional responses. The Stoics taught that emotions, while natural, should not dictate your actions. By reflecting on moments of emotional intensity, whether it's anger, fear, or frustration, you can assess how well you manage those feelings. This reflection gives you insight into how to better control your emotions in the future, allowing you to respond with greater calm and clarity. Another key aspect of reflection is learning from your mistakes. The Stoics believed that mistakes are not failures, but opportunities for growth. When you reflect on where you went wrong, you gain valuable insights into how to do better next time. This mindset shifts your perspective from seeing mistakes as setbacks to viewing them as lessons. By embracing your errors and learning from them, you continuously improve and strengthen your ability to navigate life's challenges. Reflection also helps you stay focused on your long-term goals. The Stoics believed that it's easy to get distracted by the noise of daily life, but regular reflection brings your attention back to what truly matters. When you take the time to reflect on your progress, you can see whether you are moving closer to your goals or if you need to make adjustments. This practice ensures that you don't lose sight of your bigger vision, even in the midst of everyday distractions. One of the most powerful aspects of reflection is its ability to foster gratitude. The Stoics believed that gratitude is essential for living a meaningful life, and reflection provides the space to appreciate your journey. When you look back on your progress, you see how far you've come and recognize the growth that has occurred. This reflection not only fuels your motivation to keep going, but also reminds you to be grateful for the lessons and experiences that have shaped you. Incorporating reflection into your routine also helps you develop patience. The Stoics understood that growth is a gradual process and that real change takes time. By regularly reflecting on your progress, you learn to appreciate the small steps that lead to larger achievements. This patience allows you to stay committed to your journey, even when progress feels slow. Reflection teaches you to value the process as much as the outcome, knowing that each step forward is part of your growth. Another benefit of reflection is that it helps you identify areas where you may be holding yourself back. The Stoics taught that self-limiting beliefs can prevent you from reaching your full potential, and reflection allows you to examine those beliefs more closely. When you reflect on moments where you hesitated or doubted yourself, you can begin to understand the fears or misconceptions that may be influencing your behavior. This awareness empowers you to challenge those beliefs and move forward with greater confidence. Reflection also promotes humility. The Stoics believed that no one is above improvement, and that continuous growth requires acknowledging that there is always more to learn. When you reflect on your experiences, you gain a clearer understanding of where you still have room to grow. This humility keeps you open to new ideas, feedback, and learning opportunities. By recognizing that you are a work in progress, you remain receptive to the lessons life has to offer. Another important aspect of reflection is recognizing the impact of your actions on others. The Stoics believed that we are all connected and that our actions affect those around us. When you reflect on your behavior, you gain insight into how your choices influence your relationships, your community, and the world at large. This awareness encourages you to act with greater compassion and consideration, knowing that your growth is not only about you, but also about contributing positively to the lives of others. Incorporating reflection into your routine also helps you manage stress. The Stoics taught that much of life's stress comes from trying to control things outside of your influence. By reflecting on stressful situations, you can assess how well you focused on what you could control and let go of what you couldn't. This practice helps you develop greater resilience in the face of challenges, allowing you to approach stressful moments with a calmer, more centered mindset. Reflection also plays a crucial role in developing discipline. The Stoics believed that discipline is essential for achieving long-term success, and reflection helps you stay disciplined in your actions. When you regularly reflect on your habits and routines, you can assess whether they are serving your goals or whether adjustments need to be made. This self-awareness ensures that you remain consistent in your efforts, even when motivation wanes, because you are clear about what needs to be done. Another benefit of reflection is that it helps you cultivate mindfulness. The Stoics believed in the power of being present, and reflection allows you to become more mindful of your thoughts, actions, and behaviors. By regularly reflecting on your day, you become more aware of how you move through life, how you respond to challenges, how you interact with others, and how you handle your emotions. This mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the present moment and make more intentional choices. Incorporating reflection into your routine also enhances your ability to make better decisions. The Stoics taught that wisdom comes from experience, and reflection allows you to learn from your past decisions. By examining the choices you've made, both good and bad, you gain valuable insights into what works and what doesn't. This reflection helps you approach future decisions with greater clarity and confidence, because you are drawing on the lessons of your own experience. Another powerful aspect of reflection is that it helps you maintain balance. The Stoics believed in living a balanced life, one that is not swayed by extreme highs or lows. Reflection allows you to assess whether you are maintaining balance in your life, between work and rest, between ambition and contentment, between personal growth and relationships. This practice ensures that you are not neglecting any important aspect of your life in your pursuit of success. Reflection also helps you stay adaptable. The Stoics understood that life is constantly changing and that flexibility is essential for growth. When you regularly reflect on your progress, you can see where adjustments need to be made. This adaptability allows you to respond to new challenges, opportunities, and circumstances with greater ease because you are not rigidly attached to a single plan. Reflection keeps you open to change and helps you pivot when necessary to stay aligned with your goals. Incorporating reflection into your routine also helps you build resilience. The Stoics believed that resilience comes from facing challenges and learning from them. When you reflect on difficult moments, you gain insight into how you responded and how you can respond more effectively in the future. This reflection strengthens your ability to bounce back from adversity because you are constantly learning and growing from your experiences. Reflection also fosters creativity. The Stoics believed that growth requires thinking beyond the status quo, and reflection allows you to explore new ideas and perspectives. When you take the time to reflect on your challenges, you open yourself up to creative solutions that you may not have considered in the moment. This practice encourages you to think outside the box and approach problems with a more open and innovative mindset. Another benefit of reflection is that it helps you build self-confidence. The Stoics taught that confidence comes from self-trust, and reflection helps you develop that trust. When you regularly reflect on your actions and progress, you see how capable you are of learning, growing, and overcoming challenges. This self-awareness builds confidence in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way, because you know that you are always evolving and improving. Reflection also helps you cultivate empathy. The Stoics believed in the importance of understanding and connecting with others, and reflection allows you to assess how well you are doing in this area. When you reflect on your interactions with others, you gain insight into how your words and actions affect them. This awareness helps you become more empathetic and compassionate, allowing you to build deeper, more meaningful relationships. Incorporating reflection into your routine also helps you stay motivated. The Stoics believed that motivation comes from within, and reflection provides the space to reconnect with your inner drive. When you reflect on your progress, you can see how far you've come and how much potential you have to keep going. This reflection fuels your motivation to continue working toward your goals because you are reminded of the value of your efforts. Reflection also plays a crucial role in self-compassion. The Stoics taught that while we should strive for excellence, we must also be kind to ourselves when we fall short. Reflection allows you to assess your actions without judgment, to learn from your mistakes without being overly critical. This practice helps you treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to others, fostering a healthier relationship with yourself. Another key aspect of reflection is that it helps you develop clarity. The Stoics believed that clarity of mind is essential for making wise decisions, and reflection provides the space to clear your thoughts. When you reflect on your experiences, you gain a clearer understanding of what is important to you, what challenges you face, and what steps you need to take next. This clarity helps you move forward with greater focus and purpose. Incorporating reflection into your routine also enhances your ability to let go of what no longer serves you. The Stoics believed in the importance of releasing attachments to things that are outside of your control. Reflection allows you to assess whether there are habits, relationships, or beliefs that are holding you back. This awareness empowers you to let go of what no longer aligns with your values, freeing you to move forward with greater ease and intention. Reflection also helps you stay grounded in your values. The Stoics believed that living in alignment with your values is essential for a fulfilling life, and reflection ensures that you are staying true to those values. When you regularly reflect on your actions, you can see whether they are aligned with the person you want to be. This practice keeps you accountable to yourself and ensures that you are living with integrity. Another powerful aspect of reflection is that it helps you stay open to feedback. The Stoics believed that growth comes from being receptive to new ideas and perspectives, and reflection allows you to assess how well you are doing in this area. When you reflect on the feedback you've received, you can see where it has helped you grow and where you may still need to improve. This openness to feedback fosters continuous improvement because you are always learning from others. Reflection also helps you build mental toughness. The Stoics taught that mental toughness comes from facing challenges with resilience and determination, and reflection helps you assess how well you are doing in this area. When you reflect on difficult moments, you can see how you responded and how you can strengthen your mental fortitude in the future. This practice builds your inner strength and prepares you for future challenges. Incorporating reflection into your routine also helps you stay adaptable. The Stoics believed that life is constantly changing and that flexibility is essential for growth. When you regularly reflect on your progress, you can see where adjustments need to be made. This adaptability allows you to respond to new challenges, opportunities, and circumstances with greater ease because you are not rigidly attached to a single plan. Reflection keeps you open to change and helps you pivot when necessary to stay aligned with your goals. In the end, reflection is a powerful tool for continuous growth. The Stoics understood that life is not about reaching a final destination, but about constantly evolving and improving. By incorporating reflection into your routine, you stay connected to your progress, learn from your experiences, and make the adjustments needed to keep moving forward. This practice ensures that you are always growing, always improving, and always becoming the best version of yourself. Having reflected on growth and progress, you've learned to continuously adjust and elevate yourself. Now comes a challenge that requires you to dig even deeper, staying calm in the face of chaos. Life is full of unexpected challenges, and it's easy to be overwhelmed. Yet, true strength isn't found in avoiding difficulties, but in how you handle them. Stoicism offers powerful techniques for emotional resilience that allow you to maintain composure even when everything around you feels unstable. Emotional resilience begins with understanding that control lies within you. The Stoics believed that while external circumstances may be chaotic, your inner world can remain calm. It's not the events themselves that disturb you, but how you interpret and respond to them. Shifting focus to your own reactions and thoughts gives you a sense of power in seemingly powerless situations. This realization allows you to face challenges with a level head, knowing that you control how you handle what's thrown your way. Maintaining this internal calm requires practice in awareness. The first step to resilience is becoming aware of how you emotionally react to stress. By paying attention to your automatic responses, whether it's anxiety, frustration, or fear, you begin to notice patterns that trigger emotional upheaval. Recognizing these triggers allows you to pause before reacting, giving you the space to choose a more composed and thoughtful response. This pause is a moment of power, where you reclaim control over your emotions. To stay calm during crisis moments, it's essential to remember the Stoic principle of separating what is within your control from what is not. Many people become emotionally overwhelmed by trying to manage things they simply cannot influence. Focusing only on your own actions and thoughts helps eliminate the unnecessary stress that comes from wishing external events would change. By accepting the limits of your control, you reduce emotional friction, allowing yourself to remain steady amidst the storm. Resilience is also built by accepting that uncertainty is inevitable. Stoicism teaches that chaos is not something to fear, but a natural part of life. The more you resist uncertainty, the more emotional turmoil you create for yourself. By accepting that life is unpredictable and that control over outcomes is limited, you free yourself from the anxiety that comes with needing things to go a certain way. This acceptance builds a foundation of calm that can't be easily shaken. One of the most effective ways to remain emotionally resilient is to practice detachment. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. Rather, it's the ability to engage with life fully while knowing that outcomes are not yours to hold on to. The Stoics emphasized that attaching yourself too strongly to specific outcomes or desires creates emotional vulnerability. When things don't turn out as expected, disappointment or fear can overwhelm you. By learning to detach from specific results, you allow yourself the flexibility to adapt and find peace, regardless of how things unfold. Another technique the Stoics used to strengthen resilience was the practice of preparing for the worst. This doesn't mean living in pessimism, but rather preparing yourself mentally for potential challenges. When you consider what could go wrong, it takes the power out of fear. Knowing you've thought through various outcomes makes them less intimidating, and you can meet them with calmness instead of panic. This mental preparation is key to remaining resilient when unexpected events arise. A critical aspect of emotional resilience is managing your inner dialogue. Stoicism teaches that much of our emotional turmoil comes from the thoughts we choose to entertain. Negative, fear-based thoughts often spiral out of control, making situations seem worse than they are. By practicing conscious awareness of your thoughts and challenging irrational beliefs, you can break this cycle. Replacing these harmful thoughts with grounded, rational ones creates a more resilient mindset, keeping emotional chaos at bay. Resilience is also strengthened through regular self-discipline. The Stoics believed that training the mind and body to handle discomfort in everyday situations prepares you for larger crises. Small acts of discipline, such as sticking to routines or controlling impulses, build mental toughness. Over time, this toughness allows you to remain calm and focused, even when life throws unexpected difficulties your way. Discipline isn't about rigidity, but about preparing yourself to handle stress without being thrown off balance. Practicing gratitude also plays a role in emotional resilience. Stoicism teaches that gratitude shifts your focus away from what's wrong and toward what's working well. When faced with chaos, it's easy to get lost in what's going wrong. Yet, taking time to acknowledge the things you still have, your health, your support system, or even small moments of peace, grounds you in a more stable emotional state. Gratitude acts as an anchor, helping you maintain emotional strength in challenging times. Another key Stoic practice for resilience is focusing on the present. Many emotional crises arise from worrying about the future or ruminating on the past. Staying present helps prevent your mind from spiraling into fear or regret. When you focus on the now, you engage fully with the current situation, which allows you to respond to challenges with clarity rather than becoming overwhelmed by what-ifs. This grounded presence is the essence of emotional calm. To remain calm during chaos, it's also crucial to develop emotional flexibility. Stoicism teaches that rigidity in your thinking can lead to emotional breakage when life doesn't go as planned. Flexibility, on the other hand, allows you to bend without breaking. This doesn't mean giving up on your goals or values, but being open to adjusting your approach. Life is unpredictable, and by staying mentally flexible, you allow yourself to adapt to new realities with grace, rather than resisting and becoming emotionally worn out. Resilience is further strengthened by practicing forgiveness. Holding on to anger or resentment creates emotional turmoil that weakens your ability to remain calm. The Stoics believed that forgiveness, both of others and yourself, frees you from the emotional chains of the past. Letting go of grudges or mistakes allows you to face the present with a clear and peaceful mind, no longer weighed down by emotional baggage. This lightness enhances your ability to meet life's challenges with resilience. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of community and connection for building resilience. While emotional strength comes from within, support from others can amplify your ability to remain calm during difficult times. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage emotional balance and rational thinking can help you stay grounded when challenges arise. The wisdom and support of others create a safety net that helps you maintain your composure, even when faced with chaos. Another way to remain emotionally resilient is by practicing patience. Many emotional outbursts stem from frustration with the speed at which things are happening or not happening. The Stoics taught that patience is a virtue that helps you remain calm even when progress is slow or setbacks occur. By practicing patience, you learn to trust the process, knowing that outcomes unfold in their own time. This patience helps reduce emotional turbulence, allowing you to stay composed as events unfold. Resilience also comes from maintaining a sense of perspective. The Stoics often reminded themselves of the bigger picture to avoid getting emotionally swept up in minor difficulties. When faced with a challenging situation, taking a step back and asking yourself how significant this issue is in the grand scheme of your life can help reduce its emotional impact. Perspective helps you see that many problems are temporary or less severe than they initially appear, allowing you to stay calm and focused on what truly matters. Another Stoic technique for emotional resilience is practicing self-compassion. Being too hard on yourself during difficult times can create unnecessary emotional stress. The Stoics understood that while striving for excellence is important, so is recognizing that you are human and will make mistakes. By offering yourself compassion in moments of struggle, you create an internal environment of kindness that helps you recover more quickly from emotional setbacks. This self-compassion strengthens your resilience because it allows you to face difficulties without the added burden of self-criticism. Staying resilient also involves managing your physical state. Stoicism recognizes the connection between the body and mind, and physical care plays a role in maintaining emotional calm. Exercise, sleep, and nutrition all contribute to how well you can handle stress. When your body is well cared for, you are more emotionally resilient, as physical well-being supports mental clarity and emotional balance. Ensuring that your body is in good condition strengthens your capacity to remain calm and focused during chaotic moments. The practice of embracing discomfort also plays a crucial role in resilience. The Stoics believed that regularly exposing yourself to discomfort, whether through cold showers, fasting, or pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, prepares you for the inevitable difficulties of life. By conditioning yourself to handle small discomforts, you become more adept at facing larger challenges without becoming emotionally overwhelmed. This gradual strengthening of your mental and emotional endurance creates a foundation of resilience. Emotional resilience also grows when you actively practice acceptance. The Stoics taught that much of our emotional suffering comes from resisting what is. Accepting the reality of a situation, even when it's unpleasant, helps you conserve emotional energy and focus on finding solutions. This acceptance isn't about giving up, but about acknowledging the truth of the moment so that you can move forward without unnecessary emotional resistance. Acceptance creates emotional space for growth, adaptation, and peace. Resilience is also enhanced by focusing on your strengths. In times of chaos, it's easy to fixate on what's going wrong or where you feel inadequate. However, the Stoics encouraged the practice of reflecting on your past successes and inner strengths. By reminding yourself of the challenges you've already overcome, you build confidence in your ability to handle the current situation. This reflection on your strengths helps fortify your emotional state, allowing you to remain steady in the face of new challenges. Another Stoic technique for maintaining emotional resilience is the practice of journaling. Writing down your thoughts and emotions provides clarity, helping you process and release negative feelings. By regularly reflecting on your emotional state through journaling, you gain deeper insight into your emotional patterns and how they affect your resilience. This practice allows you to identify areas where you can improve your emotional responses, giving you a tool to enhance your calmness and emotional strength over time. Resilience also grows when you practice mental distancing. The Stoics believed that stepping back from your emotions and observing them from a distance helps reduce their intensity. When faced with emotional turmoil, mentally detaching yourself from the situation and viewing it from an outsider's perspective creates space between you and your emotions. This distancing allows you to think more rationally and respond with calm rather than becoming engulfed by emotional reactions. Another way to remain resilient is to develop a sense of humor. The Stoics believed that laughter and lightness can help diffuse emotional tension. Finding humor in life's absurdities or in your own reactions helps put things in perspective and reduces the emotional weight of a situation. Humor acts as a release valve, preventing stress from building up and allowing you to face challenges with a lighter heart. This sense of lightness strengthens your emotional resilience by reminding you not to take everything too seriously. Lastly, Stoicism teaches that resilience is about consistency. Building emotional resilience doesn't happen overnight. It's a practice that must be cultivated daily. Each time you respond to life's challenges with calmness, composure, and thoughtful action, you reinforce your emotional strength. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, allowing you to face even the most chaotic situations with unshakable peace and confidence. Resilience is a muscle, and with consistent effort, you create a foundation of emotional calm that supports you through life's inevitable storms. With emotional resilience firmly anchored in your life, you've developed the strength to stay calm in chaos, adapting and growing in the face of challenges. But resilience alone is not enough to create a life filled with meaning and contentment. To truly thrive, there's a need to cultivate gratitude for the simple joys that exist even in the most difficult times. Stoic wisdom reminds us that happiness and fulfillment come not from grand achievements, but from appreciating the small moments that often go unnoticed. It's in this daily practice of gratitude that true inner peace can be found. Gratitude begins with awareness. The Stoics believed that much of life's unhappiness stems from taking things for granted. By simply pausing to acknowledge the small blessings that are already present, you shift your focus from what's lacking to what you already have. This shift in perspective opens the door to contentment, as it helps you recognize that life's beauty often lies in its simplicity. The first step toward cultivating gratitude is to develop this awareness, allowing yourself to see the richness in the everyday moments that are often overlooked. To deepen gratitude, the Stoics encouraged practicing detachment from material possessions. While it's natural to find joy in the things we own, the Stoics warned that becoming too attached to them can lead to dissatisfaction. Instead of focusing on acquiring more, they believed in finding joy in what you already have, knowing that true contentment comes from within. By practicing gratitude for the possessions and experiences you already enjoy, you reduce the constant craving for more, and this detachment fosters a deeper sense of peace. Gratitude also involves appreciating life's fleeting moments. The Stoics often reflected on the impermanence of life, reminding themselves that everything is temporary. This reflection wasn't meant to create fear, but to deepen appreciation for the present. When you understand that nothing lasts forever, the simple moments, a sunrise, a conversation, a meal, take on greater significance. Embracing this impermanence helps you stay present, savoring the joys of each moment, rather than waiting for some future happiness that may never come. Another key aspect of Stoic gratitude is focusing on what you can control. The Stoics taught that much of our dissatisfaction arises from worrying about things outside our influence. By focusing on the actions and attitudes within your control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and cultivate gratitude for the choices you can make. This practice creates a sense of empowerment, as it reminds you that while you can't control everything, you do have the power to shape your inner world. Gratitude flourishes when you focus on this inner strength, knowing that true contentment comes from how you choose to live each day. Gratitude also grows when you practice humility. The Stoics believed that arrogance and entitlement are enemies of contentment. When you approach life with humility, recognizing that every moment, every experience is a gift rather than something owed to you, your appreciation deepens. This humility helps you see the value in even the smallest joys, such as a kind word from a friend or a moment of quiet reflection. Humility grounds you in the present and allows you to be thankful for life's simple pleasures. A powerful Stoic practice for cultivating gratitude is reflecting on what life would be like without certain things. This exercise, known as negative visualization, encourages you to consider the loss of things you value, your health, your loved ones, your comforts. By imagining life without them, you gain a deeper appreciation for what you currently have. This practice doesn't lead to fear, but to a profound sense of gratitude, as it helps you recognize the blessings you often take for granted. Gratitude also involves shifting your perspective on challenges. The Stoics believed that difficulties are not punishments, but opportunities for growth. By viewing challenges as gifts that help you develop strength, patience, and wisdom, you cultivate a sense of gratitude even in hard times. This mindset helps you see the value in adversity, transforming obstacles into stepping stones toward greater understanding and resilience. Gratitude for challenges fosters a deeper sense of inner peace, as you learn to embrace all aspects of life with an open heart. Another way to practice gratitude is by simplifying your desires. The Stoics taught that much of our unhappiness comes from wanting things we don't need. By simplifying your desires and focusing on what is truly essential, you create more space for gratitude. This simplification allows you to appreciate the basics: food, shelter, relationships, health, without constantly chasing after more. The more you simplify, the more you realize that contentment comes not from abundance, but from appreciating the simple things that sustain you. Gratitude also grows through the practice of mindfulness. The Stoics emphasized being fully present in the moment, as this presence allows you to fully appreciate life's small joys. When you're mindful, you notice the details that often go unnoticed: the warmth of the sun, the taste of your food, the sound of laughter. Mindfulness helps you slow down and savor these moments, deepening your sense of gratitude for the everyday beauty that surrounds you. Another aspect of Stoic gratitude is recognizing the interconnectedness of life. The Stoics believed that we are all part of a larger whole and that everything in life is interconnected. By appreciating the contributions of others, the farmers who grow your food, the workers who build your home, the friends who support you, you cultivate a sense of gratitude for the web of relationships that sustain your life. This recognition fosters a deeper sense of appreciation for both the seen and unseen forces that make your life possible. Gratitude also involves recognizing the value of time. The Stoics often reminded themselves that time is one of life's most precious resources and that it should not be taken for granted. By practicing gratitude for each moment, you become more mindful of how you spend your time, making sure that it aligns with your values and goals. This awareness of time helps you appreciate the present and make the most of every opportunity, rather than letting moments slip by unnoticed. Another way to cultivate gratitude is by practicing generosity. The Stoics believed that giving to others creates a sense of abundance, as it reminds you of how much you have to offer. When you share your time, resources, or kindness with others, you create a ripple effect of gratitude. Generosity helps you appreciate the richness of your own life, as it allows you to see how much you have to give. This practice not only benefits others, but also deepens your own sense of fulfillment and contentment. Gratitude also grows when you practice self-compassion. The Stoics understood that being kind to yourself is essential for inner peace. When you practice gratitude for your own efforts, growth, and strengths, you build a healthier relationship with yourself. This self-compassion helps you appreciate your journey, recognizing that while you may not be perfect, you are always growing. Gratitude for your own progress fosters a sense of contentment and self-acceptance, allowing you to enjoy life without constantly striving for more. Another powerful practice for cultivating gratitude is engaging with nature. The Stoics often drew inspiration from the natural world, seeing it as a source of wisdom and peace. By spending time in nature, you reconnect with life's simplicity and beauty. Whether it's the sound of birds, the feel of the earth beneath your feet, or the vastness of the sky, nature provides endless opportunities for gratitude. This connection to nature helps you appreciate the cycles of life and find joy in the world around you. Gratitude also involves practicing patience. The Stoics believed that impatience often leads to frustration and dissatisfaction. By practicing patience, you allow yourself to appreciate the unfolding of life's events without rushing or forcing outcomes. Patience helps you find contentment in the present moment, knowing that everything happens in its own time. This practice of patience fosters a deeper sense of gratitude for the process of life, rather than constantly seeking immediate gratification. Another way to deepen gratitude is by reflecting on your relationships. The Stoics valued meaningful connections, and they understood that relationships are a source of joy and fulfillment. By taking time to appreciate the people in your life, family, friends, colleagues, you cultivate a sense of gratitude for the support and love you receive. This reflection helps you nurture your relationships with care and attention, deepening your connection to others and enhancing your overall sense of contentment. Gratitude also involves embracing imperfection. The Stoics believed that perfection is unattainable and that true contentment comes from accepting life as it is, flaws and all. By practicing gratitude for the imperfect moments, the mistakes, the setbacks, the uncertainties, you learn to find peace in life's messiness. This acceptance helps you appreciate the beauty in imperfection, as it reminds you that life's richness comes from its unpredictability and complexity. Another Stoic practice for cultivating gratitude is reflecting on your values. The Stoics believed that living in alignment with your values is essential for a fulfilling life. By practicing gratitude for the opportunity to live according to your principles, you deepen your sense of purpose and contentment. This reflection helps you appreciate the choices you make that align with your values, reinforcing your commitment to living a life of integrity and meaning. Gratitude also grows when you embrace simplicity. The Stoics valued simplicity in both thought and action, believing that it leads to greater clarity and peace. By simplifying your life, whether it's decluttering your space, streamlining your responsibilities, or letting go of unnecessary distractions, you create more room for gratitude. Simplicity allows you to focus on what truly matters, deepening your appreciation for the essential things in life. Another key aspect of Stoic gratitude is practicing acceptance of change. The Stoics believed that change is a constant part of life, and that resisting it only leads to suffering. By practicing gratitude for the changes that occur, whether they are welcome or not, you learn to flow with life rather than fight against it. This acceptance of change helps you appreciate the new opportunities and experiences that come with it, fostering a sense of gratitude for life's ever-evolving nature. Gratitude also involves practicing forgiveness. The Stoics understood that holding on to grudges or resentment creates emotional turmoil that blocks gratitude. By practicing forgiveness, both toward yourself and others, you release the emotional weight that keeps you from fully appreciating the present. This practice of forgiveness opens the door to deeper gratitude, as it allows you to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Another powerful way to cultivate gratitude is by focusing on your health. The Stoics believed in caring for both the body and mind, recognizing that good health is one of life's greatest gifts. By practicing gratitude for your physical and mental well-being, whether it's your ability to walk, think, or breathe, you deepen your appreciation for the body that sustains you. This focus on health fosters a sense of gratitude for the simple acts of living that often go unnoticed. Gratitude also grows when you practice mindfulness in your daily activities. The Stoics emphasized the importance of being fully present in whatever you are doing, whether it's eating, working, or spending time with loved ones. By practicing mindfulness in these everyday activities, you deepen your appreciation for the present moment. This mindfulness helps you savor life's simple joys, creating a deeper sense of contentment and peace. Another Stoic technique for cultivating gratitude is practicing moderation. The Stoics believed that excess often leads to dissatisfaction, while moderation fosters contentment. By practicing moderation in your desires, habits, and consumption, you create more space for gratitude. This balance helps you appreciate the things you enjoy without becoming overly attached to them, fostering a deeper sense of fulfillment and peace. Gratitude also involves recognizing the value of service. The Stoics believed that contributing to the well-being of others creates a sense of purpose and contentment. By practicing gratitude for the opportunity to serve, whether it's through your work, relationships, or community, you deepen your appreciation for the role you play in the lives of others. This sense of service fosters a deeper connection to the world around you and enhances your overall sense of fulfillment. Lastly, gratitude is a practice that must be cultivated daily. The Stoics understood that gratitude is not a one-time event, but a lifelong practice. Each day offers new opportunities to appreciate life's simple joys, to find peace in the present moment, and to reflect on the blessings that surround you. By committing to a daily practice of gratitude, you create a foundation of contentment that carries you through life's ups and downs, allowing you to live with a heart full of appreciation and a mind at peace. As you've journeyed through this video, you've explored powerful Stoic principles that can reshape your mindset, build resilience, and bring deeper meaning to your everyday moments. By mastering your mind, embracing challenges, setting clear goals, and finding peace through gratitude, you've uncovered the keys to living with purpose, strength, and calm. This isn't just a guide. It's a blueprint for taking control of your life, aligning with your values, and reaching your fullest potential. Your growth, discipline, and reflections are your path forward, and each day offers new opportunities to conquer life with grace and determination. Now, we want to hear from you. What part of this guide resonated with you the most? Leave a comment below and share how you're planning to implement these Stoic teachings in your life. Your story could inspire others on their journey. If you found value in this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with more insightful content designed to help you build a life of strength, wisdom, and fulfillment. Let's keep growing together.